Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Better. It is the end of the regular season. It is the Week 18 recaps episode. As you can see, I am still wearing my face paint as we just bandwagon the shit out of the Vikings and we jinx them. So we obviously had to talk about that. A lot of people have been in our DMs clowning us for riding the Vikings. We also decided to rank a ton of different things on this episode. How do you recap the regular season in one episode on a day where games don't matter? We ranked top 10 quarterbacks. We ranked top 10 wide receivers, top 10 rookies. We talked about the 10 teams with the brightest futures in the NFL. We talked about a lot of things on this episode. It's a really, really long one. Strap the fuck in. Week 18 recaps is here. Let's get into it. Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Better. It is the 6th of January.
Let's address the elephant in the room.
Week 18 recaps.
It's probably not as noticeable as you think.
No, I think it might be noticeable.
It is as noticeable as we think.
We look like shit.
So one person has face paint still on. Two people don't.
I'm going to try to snap out of this cranky mood that I'm in.
You're so quick.
I am in a cranky mood.
Set the mood for those that are listening.
All right,
off the top.
so fuck are the biggest jinx of all time. We all wore purple face paint and Lions gear and like Viking helmets with horns and Vikings armbands.
We looked great.
For the Vikings-Lions game tonight to be like, you know what? We're changed. We're changed men. We're changed men. We're Vikings fans now. We support you. We believe in you. We jinxed the fucking shit out of the Vikings. Oh, my Lord.
I don't think we jinxed them.
Adam, that was the worst game that they've played all year. This is... What happened was tonight was the Vikings team I predicted to go 5-12. This was the team I thought we would see all year.
This was the Sam Darnold Pat knew.
And
I'm still worked up on the face paint. All you clowns out there that show up to games, fully grown men, showing up to games in the middle of winter covered in face paint. What brand do you use? Because the brand that we used was bad.
Look at our faces.
My face feels like a fire has been lit on it that will never go out. I'm in so much pain. Okay. I can't smile or laugh or else I'll be in more pain.
Pat's was his entire face, too.
Because I had skull written on my fucking face to support you stupid-ass Vikings. I picked the Lions as my team. I said all season long, I still don't think the Vikings are going to win a playoff game, and you two bozos bullied me into putting on fucking face paint, and now I'm dealing with a face rash. Vikings suck. They're not good.
I'm afraid to take it off.
They're a fluke. The Vikings are a fluke.
Let's just get into it right now. Fuck it. We're here. We're ready. Like, are the Vikings going to win a playoff game? Was tonight indicative of what's going to happen?
Yes.
No, they're not.
I think they'll beat the Rams.
I don't think they will.
It is purely coincidental
Is
what
it just
happened.
the face paint?
No, I think big moments showed up and Sam Darnold showed up.
Yeah,
and the way you expected him to in the big moment.
Or is it because
you have 14 wins? Are you not allowed to play poorly? Seriously.
Pat, is it because you wore a Jets jersey under Viking stuff?
That could have played into the fact that they didn't play well on the field. But no, again, at the end of the day, all I've said the whole time with the Vikings, they are a very, very, very good football team. But at the end of the day, when the playoffs roll around, it's who has the better quarterback that's going to show up when you need him to most. Sam Darnold missed Justin Jefferson 4 times in the end zone that we can speak of, and that's just the big ones that we remember. He didn't show up. It's exactly what you expected. Like the quarterback that is playing way above what we expect him to be didn't show up in the biggest game of the season, and that's what's gonna happen again in the playoffs when he faces Matt Stafford, who's won a Super Bowl and has proven time and time again that he is an elite quarterback. This Sam Darnold season's an anomaly. It's an anomaly.
It's fair. I'm going to bet that it's not. How about that?
Yeah, and I'm going to bet on
that's they have 14 wins.
I think
10 wins, anomaly. 11 wins, anomaly.
Is good enough to win a playoff game.
14 wins is not an anomaly. It's going up against the best team in the NFL. The Vikings were going up to go win 10 straight. That is hard to do.
Thoughts on, like, is it bullshit that the team that went 14-3, the second best team and third best team in the NFL, has to go on the road in the playoffs, be the 5 seed?
The playoffs are the stupidest thing in the world when you have to make a team that won 14 games go on the fucking road. I've said this time and time again. It should be a 1-14 playoff seeding across the board. I understand that divisional matchups.
Big disagree with that.
I understand divisional matchups are important. You could still do the divisional matchups, but there's no fucking way in hell, and I don't know the logistics. I don't know how it would work. I haven't got that far, but I think it is absolutely ridiculous to make a team that won 14 games go on the road when they should be the 2nd seed or the 3rd seed or the 4th seed against everyone.
I completely disagree with that. I think that the division winners should have a guaranteed spot in the playoffs, but then it's just seeded 1 through 7 on records from that.
I like that. That's a perfect way to do it.
Slower.
The division winners, you get your spot in the playoffs.
Okay.
But if you are a 10 and
Vikings.
7 division winner, you are in the 10 and 7 spot. The Vikings are ahead of you.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's not
perfect.
just the 7 best
So
rounds.
division, you make the playoffs. Everything else.
If it was
yes.
seated, if this was seated perfectly in the NFC, it would be Lions, Vikings, Eagles.
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
That's
Okay,
like
I want to go back to with the Vikings, though. I may be overreacting because they were playing the best team in football, and I am angry that I put on purple face paint, and now my face hurts because I rubbed it
It's
off
the
very
face
aggressively.
paint.
But
It's the face paint.
I
You're correct.
am going to put my nuts on the table and say they will not win their first playoff game.
think
I
the Rams are gonna beat them?
I think they will lose to the Rams.
Sean McVay outcoaches Kevin O'Connell. Matt Stafford
Kevin
outplays
O'Connell
Sam
was
Darnold.
under Sean McVay. He was the offensive coordinator.
Again,
Revenge game.
I'm going to bet on the Rams. I'm going to make this claim now, and I'll get bullied by Vikings fans when it's not true. And then if I'm right, I won't hear fucking shit from them because that's the way the internet works. But I'm going to put my nuts on the table. The Rams will beat the Vikings.
We posted a video saying we jinxed the Vikings 20 minutes ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
We should go through and just read some live hate comments. That we have.
Yeah, I
Yes.
like that. You
I'll
wanna
go on
take-
Instagram. You take TikTok.
I'll take TikTok. We haven't even done 2 minute show yet. It's been so chaotic.
I know, but at some point, if you're on a roll and a tear like this,
So there are 125 comments on TikTok. Pat, you might need to talk because I got to find some good
wait,
comments.
I have a really good one right here that I
Okay,
saw.
I'll keep
off the
bitching
rip.
about my face. When I
No, I
open
got- I
my
got one.
mouth, it feels like my face is squeezed tight by clamps.
All right, I got one.
Which is just my
This is on
skin.
Instagram from Alex T. DeLeon. You guys are the fucking worst. Can't you just leave teams alone and worry about your shitty ass teams in Cancun? So I respond from my personal. I go, you're 29 years old. Go to bed so you can get back to your 9 to 5 tomorrow, buddy.
But you're 28, and that's,
But he's older than
That's
me.
fair. No, it's fair.
Yep.
Can you
You're also
screenshot
working on
that?
a Sunday
Can
night.
You want to
screenshot
screenshot that?
I got one from Taylor M on TikTok. I blame Pat mostly. His jet energy killed Darnold. Please all pick the Rams to win for Monday. I liked that one.
Super
Fair. Totally fair comment out of
Yeah.
him. I was holding a lot of resentment towards Darnold that whole game.
Wait.
And he did not prove me wrong.
Pat, you're going to like this one.
Okay.
Y'all were right. We're frauds, or at least Sam Darnold is. # first round exit.
Bang.
Wow.
This is from Luke Blank. Wait, I'm a Packers fan. Can y'all root for the Eagles?
So now they
good,
just
that's
think
good.
we're the jinx. Good.
Let's see. Pat, just start yapping.
My face hurts. I'm not gonna live it down this whole episode. The Jets beat the Dolphins. I really wish that was the thing that knocked them out of the playoffs,
Got another.
rather than the Chiefs beating or losing to the Broncos.
This isn't necessarily a hate comment, but funny comment from Steffi Small. Shout out. She goes, "You think they hated you before?"
They definitely hate us now.
Yeah, and I just comment back, "We're fucked."
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good look.
Something tells me the Vikings aren't sending us to the
Here's
game.
one from Trap Fan Party of 5. You jinxed the Vikings and the refs were blind as fuck. The reason I only brought that one up is because we didn't fucking jinx the Vikings. You lost to the fucking Lions. If you think we have that much power,
Adam,
Thank
remember
you.
what
Elect
my
us for
friend
president.
said?
Yes,
Remember
exactly.
what my friend said in the DMs. His eardrums and his wife won't
stop
let him listen to it
yelling.
in the
Yes.
car.
Oh, the Irish guy.
Yeah.
it is hard to not yell.
Also,
I'm
bringing up the
passionate.
refs when you lost 31-9 is a stupid thing to do.
Saw that. Anyone that's saying like it's your guys' fault, fuck you guys. I understand you need an outlet to get angry at, totally fair. But if you actually
that's what we're here for.
are dumb enough to think that we
can
are
be
a
the
reason for
scapegoats.
it,
I'm
We can
down.
be the
I don't give a
no,
shit.
I'm totally
with
fine
that.
being a scapegoat. That's
Like,
better than having to face the reality that Sam Darnold looked like fucking shit. The offensive line couldn't
Exactly,
block
Jack.
for shit.
Why blame the actual players on the field when you can blame 3 bozos behind a microphone?
I would blame the bozos every time.
I would not want to hold my players accountable. I would want to believe that it was an
It
aberration
does make, I will
caused
say,
by
it
us.
does make me
And
feel really,
we put
really
something
good.
out into the universe.
It makes me
right?
feel good about myself. I'll be completely honest. Like to know that someone hates you because they think you have that much pull and energy to throw that out into the universe.
What I will give
We're
the
magnetic.
people,
I get it.
I do think I have that ability to bring teams down with me.
You-
I have
you
a
are
bit of a
cursed.
track
You are
record of
cursed.
sucking, so like I do think that I have a certain aura about me in the bad way that I bring teams down.
What,
One
Randy,
more comment.
Wait, producer Randy, big aura guy. Well, what's the opposite of aura?
Yeah, is there an negative aura?
Just
I have
negative aura,
aura.
just negative
Yeah,
aura.
I have negative aura.
One more comment from Connor Harris 194 said it's the ginger's fault. Are you the ginger?
I would believe out of the three of us,
I mean,
it'd
I'm
be you.
certainly not.
I feel like you're not a ginger at all.
Irish.
No,
Anywho.
no, Sam Darnold.
Ah, yeah, that was layered. Didn't think of that one.
Layered throw like Sam Darnold can't make.
It's not our fault, all right? You're going to be fine. I'm still going to take the Vikings against the Rams, and then they're going to go in to Detroit. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. I'm going to take the Vikings the third time. That's what I'm going to do. And I'll put my fucking nuts on the table, and now Pat's nuts and my nuts are at the table, so you bring your penis out on the table.
Okay.
That's a good one.
We didn't have to talk about the male anatomy.
What's up with Kevin O'Connell thinking he's fucking Dan Campbell, too? Is it
No,
because they were
I
playing
liked the
against?
decision,
Is he
bro.
always that aggressive? I don't know.
I liked the decisions.
Yeah,
You're on the road for the 1 seed. Go
I
take
didn't
it.
I didn't understand the first one. I understood the second one going for
Go
it.
take it.
I mean, the thing with the
But-
Vikings or playing the Lions, you're never going to beat them with field goals, so you got to score touchdowns inside the 10-yard line.
Understandable.
So that a lot of Vikings yapping. Should we just grip it and rip it?
It's going into a 2-minute drill.
NFL Week 18 2-minute drill, the final one of the regular season. We're going through every single game in 2 minutes or less. Jack is, I think, pointing to the veins that are popping out on the
No,
side.
I was saying like that he is loud. Yeah,
I am
very
really loud.
yeah.
I got the face paint on. I just remembered I still have the face paint on from the Vikings.
But you got a fresh new jacket.
But I'm ready to fucking go. I got a fresh new jacket, all right?
and lid.
Pat's face beat up from the face paint. Jack's face beat up from the face paint. Adam's face gonna get beat up from the face
really
paint.
rad.
You work this shit, no, but you're raw.
Yeah,
here.
like you can tell out.
Yeah.
Like it's puffed up.
Yeah, like mine's a bigger surface area, but your damage in that 2 spots is so bad.
Yeah,
It is
no,
bad.
It's not
Like
good.
you,
bad.
it
It's
is.
not
You
good.
took the skin straight off your face.
We're gonna see how I look in the morning.
I think it's gonna look substantially.
Oh,
All right,
God.
ladies and gentlemen, Mamba number 5. That is AFC North Saturday.
Wait, do we have a
Randy,
timer
you
ready?
got 2
Yeah, are we
minutes on the
ready to roll?
clock?
We're ready to roll.
All right, I need a warning at 30 seconds, all right, because we fucked up and missed it like 2 weeks
15,
ago.
10 maybe. something.
Yeah, just throw it up and just like something. All right, we're starting off in 3, 2, Browns, Ravens.
Ravens are Super Bowl contenders.
Nah, it's the Browns.
Yeah, it's the Browns.
Bengals, Steelers.
I'm not making it off
God,
of one
I
game.
mean, great for the Bengals, but too little. Too
Extend
late.
T. Higgins, I'll say it. He's a fucking
Not
good
happening.
player. I didn't
Top
know
10 wide
that.
receiver?
No,
What?
absolutely not. Dolphins, Jets. Thank God we lost. Thank God we lost. But we're bringing back Chris Greer. We're bringing back fucking Mike McDaniel. Tyreek wants out. It's a fucking dumpster fire. I hate it here. Texans,
I don't know what the
Titans.
Jets need to do.
I
Who cares?
don't-
Texans are first round exit.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch a lick of that.
Yeah, me neither. Panthers, Falcons.
Pat.
Good ending. Bryce Young,
really
good
good
future.
ending,
The
but-
Panthers are on the way up.
I lost $500 because I had the Falcons minus 400 in a parlay and I want to die.
But Bryce Young, better than CJ
Saints,
Stroud.
Bucks. Hey, Mike.
That was the coolest thing ever.
Love that they did that.
That
Love
was
that they did
awesome.
that.
That was
That's
so
so
cool.
fun. So
Bills,
fun.
Patriots.
Called it. I had the
Yeah,
Patriots.
Dude,
Called it.
Why does no one want the first pick this year? Is Shador ass? Is he ass?
Joe
He might be
Milton,
ass.
sneaky good.
Jags, Colts.
Jonathan
Oh.
Taylor had 177 yards.
They
Who
scored
knew?
really fast. I remember.
Who knew?
That was
I didn't
cool.
even see it. Commanders, Cowboys.
Terry McLaurin, all-time receiving touchdowns leader for the Commanders.
Marcus
now.
Mariota
That's cool.
still got it.
Fun. Giants, Eagles. Tate McRae just hooping.
Yeah, dude,
huh?
that
That's the
was
quarterback.
the
I don't
game
know.
that Red Zone has forgotten about most this entire year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who cares at all?
Bears,
about that game?
Packers. Hey, congrats.
Wow,
Tigers.
first time in 6
You
years.
gotta win.
First time in 6 years.
They don't own you anymore.
Cairo Sanders to the Lambeau Leap. That was
That's
fun.
redemption. Seahawks, Rams.
How, dude, Jimmy G's back.
That's all I got.
Jimmy
30
G's
seconds.
back.
30 seconds.
Oh, we got time, gentlemen.
Say it.
Ah,
Go.
Chiefs, Broncos.
That
Dude,
game.
dude.
No. Fuck you, Carson.
Coaching doesn't matter as much as I thought it did.
Fuck you, Carson.
I thought it would matter a little more.
I mean, I think they sat.
We gotta go.
12
Chargers,
starters.
Raiders.
Aiden O'Connell's still sick.
Dude, I thought he was hurt
And
again.
dead. 49ers, Cardinals.
Oh, he came back
Oh,
in.
dude, the
49ers are a
big,
dumpster
hot
fire.
And
fucking
Vikings,
ass.
Lions, Vikings, Lions. Last game of the year.
Vikings are frauds in their first round exit
No,
in the
they're
playoffs.
not.
Patriots sucked.
We did not jinx them.
We
We
did.
made it. We made
go.
it. Let's go.
That long pause you took pissed me off.
It was. I knew we had
tends to
time.
do
But we
that.
didn't have that much
We
time.
did
We
have
had like
time.
4 games after
Yeah,
that.
we
Then
had.
catch your breath.
I didn't want to. I needed to get my takes out.
Okay.
I
Well,
wanted to get my takes out.
that's the final of the regular season. That's the final time we get to talk
Final
about
time.
every team.
2 minute warning.
Speaking of like quick, cool shit that happened, we had the sickest 34 seconds in NFL history this
Yes,
week.
this
Yeah, it
was
was
very
fun.
cool.
It was very, very cool. I have a video on my phone that I saw that Sunday Night Countdown did it, but I'll just say it for everyone that missed it. So in 34 seconds in Week 18 of 2024,
This is in 34 seconds of like real time.
Of
on
real-
Earth.
yeah.
Like Earth time.
yeah, not football time, of 34 seconds of Earth time, this
Yeah.
happened. It started with Bijan Robinson scoring a touchdown with 50 seconds left
it
to
out
send
left,
the Falcons to overtime.
Yep.
All right. 17 seconds later, Cairo Santos hits a game-winning field goal against the Packers
Fun.
for their first
Bear
win
down.
against Green Bay in over 6 years. At the same exact time, Terry McLaurin catches a game-winning touchdown pass to beat the Cowboys.
Mariota go
Sick.
in.
And then 4 seconds later, Bucky Irving sends the Bucks to the playoffs.
Do we think the fact that Bucky Irving plays for the Bucks makes him better?
Has to.
Probably,
Has to.
right? Bucky, Bucks, Bucky,
Didn't think
Irving.
about that one. Slow.
How cool is that?
You're
The
slow,
34
huh?
seconds?
It's crazy the differences between 34 seconds in people's lives.
What?
Yes. What does that
Where are
mean?
you going with this? What does this mean?
All that happened in 34 seconds. What I can do in 34 seconds.
I can do a lot of things in 34 seconds.
Probably not much.
Yeah. I can do a lot.
The only thing that counts.
Oh, I get it. Very cool. That's like, honestly though, like very cool 34 seconds. Pretty shitty last Sunday of football. There just wasn't anything
Week
on the
18
line.
usually sucks.
So
No, usually there's like a little more on the
So I
line.
saw this, which I totally disagree with, but Chris Broussard said it's really stupid in the NFL how the final week of the regular season usually does not matter, and that players or teams get to rest their starters. Now, granted,
Well, what's the solution?
the
to that?
I don't think he had a solution, but what he was talking about was that this is kind of what started in the NBA, how the NBA used to just like
Load management.
Exactly, load management. People took games off, and now you have the team like the Chiefs that gets to take it off, and the Broncos pretty much get into the playoffs because they get to play second and third strings.
Yeah, it's like if
Whereas
they had to play the
Bengals,
actual Chiefs,
they
like,
probably get.
well, think about it. The
there's a
Bengals had to
solution to
play
that.
the.
I don't think there's a solution.
There's not.
either.
It's a scheduling thing, whatever. But it's like the Bengals had to play the Chiefs at full strength this year.
Yeah.
They missed the playoffs, and then the Broncos.
Well,
got
it's
to play
hard
them
because
twice,
you can make the argument that the
but-
Bengals then shouldn't lose to the Patriots. So it's like one of those
Yes.
things. Like,
Yeah, it's weird shit. But
Again, but usually I just feel like in week 18 there's at least a couple games that like everything's on the line in.
like Lions Vikings supposed to be the game of the
Like
fucking year.
why
and it's
couldn't we get the
dud.
Buccaneers and the Falcons playing in week 18 for the division? That would have been cool. And then like the Chiefs Broncos
Yeah.
game once that made the Dolphins game irrelevant immediately
same
because it was
time,
21-0
yeah.
in the first quarter.
how do you get it to a place where you could just like, all right,
I don't
these are the
think
matchups
you
You
Yeah.
can't.
we
You,
need.
you
Like-
really can't.
Like imagine if it was Dolphins
Well,
Broncos.
think about it. Like if
week
you
18.
if you wanted it, like this year, you could have been like, all right, we want 49ers Seahawks for the division potentially week 18. Both of them are already out of the playoffs.
I was gonna say I
shit
feel like
that.
Falcons Bucks was like pretty obviously gonna be who's
you
playing
have
for that
had
division.
You know, like Jets Dolphins could have potentially been really sick at the week 18.
Yeah,
but
I'm
it's
fine
not.
with that matchup.
Like, you know what
yeah,
I mean?
we just
Like,
both
stuff
happen
like
to
that.
suck.
we suck.
But like having Bucks Falcons not week 18 was a huge miss because you knew the Panthers and Saints
Yeah.
probably weren't gonna do shit this year. So
And
it's
then,
like,
but it was just like every game was like, okay,
Yeah.
these guys are sitting out their stars. This team is eliminated from playoff contention. This team's locked into their seed. I
Yeah.
don't know. It has me jacked up for playoffs because everything matters. It's all on the line from here on out. So it's great football and great matchups. But week 18,
I did
make it
love
better.
that like Bears Packers, like a historic rivalry, was week 18.
Yeah,
like,
no,
even though the
that's
Bears
fun.
aren't in it, like that's fun. Like have shit
Yeah.
like that, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just weird. It's weird. But week 18 is weird.
Yeah,
Week 18 is really weird. I am excited for the playoffs. We're going to
course.
spend all of our Wednesday episode talking
Yeah,
about
this
the
is more
playoffs.
wrapping up the whole season.
We obviously want to give an outlet to the teams that are no longer in the dance. I do want to talk about something before we get into ranking a lot of things, which we have a lot of good rankings on today's episode.
End of season
but,
rankings. You got to
yeah.
do it.
Today, when the episode comes out, a lot of people are going to be waking up to this. A lot of things are going to be happening in the NFL.
Black Monday.
Black Monday.
I wasn't familiar with
a
this.
bleak
Yes, so Black
Monday.
Monday is very much a thing in the NFL where GMs, head coaches,
Everyone gets
they get
tanned.
let go.
Yeah.
All right? They
I
get
hope
sent
Jake
off
Moody
to
gets
Cancun.
cut. Sorry.
See, my organization likes to get ahead of things. We did our firings mid-season.
Very smart
Yeah,
coaching.
and
Yes.
and we
Smart.
got to
Ownership.
Proactive.
The
Good
Dolphins
ownership.
the Dolphins like to do the same. They get ahead of things. They said tonight we're bringing back Mike McDaniel and Chris
Really?
Greer.
Just go off on the tick.
You know who you're not bringing back?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
I fucking hate the Dolphins. Like
Yes.
Yeah, just go off. Let's just not talk.
go off on what? The Miami Dolphins are a dumpster fire. We're a fucking joke. Tyreek Hill's asking out. That is Mike McDaniel, Chris Greer created this. You couldn't even sign a backup quarterback. You're like an incompetent fucking owner who says before you even think about it, we're going to bring back the GM who's been around for 20 plus years and the team hasn't won a playoff game in 24 years. So let's keep the guy around because it probably makes sense to keep the GM here. But then you got a head coach like, let's say Dan Campbell, like Sunday Night Football. They have the most players on IR and they had their bye week 13 fucking weeks ago and they look like a damn good fucking team and fucking physical and they beat a 14-win team in the Vikings. Mike McDaniel's not a leader of fucking men. He chased Tyreek Hill out of here. So now you got Tyreek Hill asking out. You got Tua who looks like the three blind mice on the sideline
Yeah, what was the
and
deal with
can't
the
even
designer
fucking
glasses?
play. I don't
I
know
hated
why you
that.
wearing glasses. It's not that sunny. It's actually super dark in the Jets and New York in that stadium. And the Dolphins are just a dumpster fire. Like I have a list of teams that I think have a bright future, and I'm gonna just spoiler: the Dolphins are not on this fucking list. I don't know what the Dolphins are doing. I don't know what Steven Ross is doing. Chris Greer fucking sucks. Mike McDaniel sucks. We're soft, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, keep Mike McDaniel around because he rejuvenated Tua." Give a fuck. I'm here to win a championship. I'm not here to rejuvenate a fucking lefty. I want a righty.
You're in an all-time bad spot as a team.
When
just-
you're
you're gonna-
talking, I don't want a lefty, I want a righty.
It doesn't look pretty. I'm over it. I'm done with it. Blow it up. Blow the whole team up. Let Tyreek go. If you don't want to fucking be here, Tyreek Hill has never showed up in big moments. He is all fucking bark, no bite. The whole Dolphins team, soft as shit.
You know what's great is that right before you went off, you said, go off on what?
Yeah, I just...
What did I go off on?
How'd I do?
Did you black out?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I looked right past the camera. I hate the Dolphins. I hate them. I
think when you look past the camera, you're staring into blank space. Yeah. Shout out to like it goes. It's great.
I'm done with him. I'm done with him.
Apathy, man. Yeah, gotta find that spot.
Done with them. They actually.
The Niners lost like 47-24.
You'll be fine.
I didn't give a fuck.
Well, honestly, because you can fully look at this season as a bit of a fluke and outlier.
It was like 2020 when it was just like, we suck this year.
Yeah, and you had every injury imaginable. You guys will be just fine. Me, I have no clue what the Jets' next step is. We'll get into that.
But you know what?
We'll get into what our next steps are.
Back to Black Monday, though. Back to Black Monday.
Oh, wait. Real quick, you did bring up Tyreek Hill. I want to talk super quick. Where do you want to see Tyreek Hill go most if he does leave the Dolphins?
It's kind of a tough question to be asking.
If you could just say right off the rip.
The Ravens.
Everyone's
yes,
talking.
the Ravens.
You say Ravens, I want Bills.
Retirement.
Retirement home?
Yeah.
Ravens.
The Panthers. Set him
Wherever
some
the most miserable.
Because
Bryce Young with him actually could be fun.
Drew Rosenhaus, who is his agent, said, before I comment on it, I'm going to talk to Tyreek, which means that the CTE hit way too fucking hard to bring all your emotions front and center. And when someone asks you in the postgame, just be a fucking leader and say, you know what? Let me take some time and
be a
rethink
leader.
about it.
Just
Be an adult.
Be a smart dude. Like,
be an adult.
You hold your cards close to the vest. That's like
all year
he's
been subtweeting on Snapchat. He wants to go to the Chargers. He wants to go to this team. He wants
real
out.
Quick, you want the thing that I don't think I got to talk about enough, and we breezed over it last episode, was Sauce Gardner just telling T. Higgins not to come to the Jets. Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
What the fuck is up with that?
Dude, why? Granted, we do social media for a living. If you're a fucking professional athlete, why are you ever commenting or tweeting anything on social media?
I have no idea.
Keep everything in-house.
Don't have social media.
Don't have social media. You don't need it. You're making fucking millions. Like, I don't care if you want little brand deals for your social media. Like, stay off it. Why is Sauce Gardner in the comment sections of an Instagram post
it's crazy.
telling the best wide receiver free agent in a while to not come to this team? When he's been there for 3 years, he's not going to be gone. He's entering the 4th year of his rookie deal. We can pick up his 5th year option. He's stuck with us for 2 more years if we fucking want him to be. And you're out here telling players not to come to your organization. It makes no sense to me why players do. You can't blame him, but if you feel that way, keep it to your fucking self.
You got to keep it to yourself. But it goes back to the Tyreek thing, though.
Talk to the coaches. Talk to the players. Talk to the other guys in the fucking house. Don't tweet or comment anything.
Dude, bringing it full circle to the Tyreek situation. Literally, they just lost the game. And you say, I want out. I got to do what's best for my career. When literally both before the season and in the middle of the season, you said, I don't need to go anywhere else. I want this to be my last jersey. Yeah. I may not be here much longer. I want to do porn, whatever the fuck he was saying.
It is what it is. We're getting real cranky real quick. Get into the fucking bright futures. I've had enough of this. Because I've been in a bad mood pretty much since we started this episode.
Well, we didn't even get to talk about Black Monday.
Oh, let's talk more depression real quick. Okay.
Black Monday.
Who's going to get fired? Who's going to no longer have a job?
Gerard Mayo, Patriots coach, got fired.
Crazy.
I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like 1 year.
But I make the argument that's what good franchises do. They move off of a guy that's probably not the guy. We're not a good franchise.
I want to preface this real quick. Being a fired head coach is the best job on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Because you get bought out, you still make tens of millions of dollars, and you just sit at home, you golf, you hang out with your family, your wife, kids.
When Matt Rule got bought out by the Panthers, he was like $60 million.
It's the best thing ever. So to all these guys that are going to get fired, congratulations.
You know where I really got to tip my cap to guys like that? Like, if I got a $50 million buyout for something, I'm done. Like, I'm not.
Nah.
I don't have it in me to. If I got 50 fucking mil in the bank,
you're playing with house money now.
I'm hanging out.
No, I'm going golfing. I'm traveling. I'm doing hikes that I've always wanted to do. Yeah. I'm seeing places I've never gotten to see. Maybe a couple years down the line, I'll get back into a passion project.
Maybe like Mount Kilimanjaro.
Some charitable work, community service type thing. But like, if I get 50 mil, I'm
You know what? Now that I look at
out.
it, there's not going to be that many jobs open. The Colts, Jim Irsay already said Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard are back. Dan Quinn and the Commies. The Giants, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with Brian Daboll, so that might be a job
I have
open.
A feeling he's staying because they want to see what they can do with his quarterback.
Which I agree with. But I don't
they
even
should
know if
hang
you
on
should.
to him.
Well, I think they should let Joe Shane go. the GM, and then keep
because
Dable.
the whole Saquon nonsense and
Yeah,
Daniel
it was a
Jones
shit
contract.
show.
Yeah, New York Sports Radio was they wanted to keep Brian Dable when I was listening at home.
Yeah.
So I think
The Bears
they'll hang on to
obviously
him.
going to have a vacancy. That's the biggest one. Seahawks, Mike McDonald, first year head coach. That was huge.
Yeah, that was
Chiefs, Broncos, nothing
Tennessee's
there.
probably gonna-
The Raiders, Antonio Pierce.
He's gone.
probably done.
Yeah, I've heard that he's been in like real big talks with ownership and everything, like with Davis about like the future of this team and the franchise. So I feel like he's like they
I think
think
he's
they
gone.
can, but I think they think because he doesn't have his quarterback. Sorry, like this is what the rumblings are saying, that he doesn't have his quarterback yet.
Fair,
They
you
want to
gotta
see what he can do
face-
with
face
that.
reality.
Big disagree. What the fuck does Antonio Pierce know about playing quarterback?
Okay, like at some
he's
point,
not.
let's-
He's not a quarterback.
that's a whole
But-
thing. It's like
but-
I know
hold on,
his
hold on.
quarterback.
But
Like, what do you mean his quarterback? What's he gonna do with the quarterback?
But at some point, let's just
Nothing.
like
Hang out with him?
let's
Yeah,
just,
he's not
like,
gonna do
move
shit with the
past
quarterback.
Aiden. Like we're all rooting for Aiden. You're obviously rooting for Aiden a little bit more, but like they probably need to go draft a quarterback. There's nothing wrong with that.
Doesn't mean Aiden won't
disagree.
start next year.
Put your friendship aside for a second.
Aiden O'Connell has outperformed expectations time and time again with no
Agreed.
supporting cast
Agreed.
around him. With his
Agreed.
zero supporting cast,
Agreed.
new coaches,
Him
new
and
offensive
CJ
systems.
Him and CJ
Agreed.
Stroud's last 17 games very comparable.
Again, but
Question for you.
his quarterback thing
Question
for
for
Antonio
you.
Pierce, I think, is a crock of
Pat,
shit. He's
Pat.
not, his quarterback means nothing.
The Jets need a quarterback, and put your friendship aside.
Would love
you
Aiden
need
O'Connell.
Aiden O'Connell, or you could have your pick of the litter in this draft. Who are you taking?
No, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, it
Because
doesn't.
I just gave you a hypothetical scenario.
Again, who's my coach?
No,
Do I have Ben
I'm
Johnson?
not asking
also-
for variables. I'm just trying to prove a point that
No,
like it's
he's-
not a knock on
Aiden
Aiden.
O'Connell in
Aiden's
the right
played well.
system would be a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Pat's also correct because it doesn't matter because it's the Jets.
If you put Aiden O'Connell on
I'm just
the
trying to
on the
say,
Lions,
like,
he's throwing for 4,500
Aiden's
yards.
played
He's
really
doing the
well.
same shit.
Aiden's
Yes.
exceeded expectations, but the Raiders have to draft a quarterback. Period.
Yeah, probably. But Aiden's a stud.
Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon. I think he's going to stay.
He'll stay.
He's done enough. Like you said, the Titans, like
Titans. I've heard that he's probably cooked.
He's got
Callahan.
Yeah, like it's gonna be.
I was
like
gonna
a
say
Patriots
I couldn't even
situation.
tell you his first
Really?
name.
Brian Callahan, like, dude, he just didn't do shit.
You know who they should get?
Who?
Mike Vrabel.
Oh yeah, he'd be a nice leader of men for them. Huh?
That'd be good.
Jets are talking to him. I want him.
Jay, he's going to go to
You
the
need a
Patriots.
guy like
he's
that.
going to the Patriots.
Saw Rex
bro.
Ryan's interviewing.
I like say
And-
I want
That'd be
Vrabel, but
so
he's just
Jets.
Salah.
And last but not least, that I think the team that will have a vacancy. Oh, the Saints will have the vacancy.
Yeah, he's already cooked, yeah.
He's cooked. And then the Jags. I think Doug Peterson gets canned.
Oh, I think
gotta
Doug
get
Peterson
canned.
knows he's out.
He's
too.
got to get canned.
which is kind of shitty, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, but washed.
All right, that's Black Monday. I'm curious to see what happens.
Last question on Black Monday. Will Ben Johnson leave the Lions?
Yes, he will.
Would he ever consider the Bears?
If they lose,
So I think it's the Bears or nothing. I think it's the Bears or nothing.
Really?
Because,
It's the
but
only-
like that, just like look at the field. Like what other team
Has
is
promising
somewhat
weapons.
set up to win, which would be the Jets. But I genuinely believe the Jets are going to have so many issues because of Woody, which sucks.
I think the
Yeah.
Jets are hopeless. I have no hope. I don't care.
after all the
I
shit
think
that
if you
came
get
out
Louis
with the
Riddick-
Athletic, I think there's
Yeah.
not.
If you get Louis Riddick, I'd be super jealous.
I am
love
dying.
Louis
We'll get
Riddick.
into it. I am dying for the Jets
This is
to
good off-season
sign
talk,
Louis
though,
Riddick as GM.
All right. Well, that's Black Monday, and I want to
Yeah.
keep going into this. Where do you want to start?
we can go into. I can just rip superlatives if we want to right now. Just get in the
That
award
sounds
show.
way more fun than
You
what
wanna do
we've been
that?
talking
Yeah.
about.
All right.
It's been a depressing show so far about negativity.
All right,
one last
gentlemen.
thing. Fuck. God, because again, it kind of like wraps up the shits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Titans have the number one pick. What do you think they should do?
Draft quarterback.
Nice. Moving
Shador.
on.
Yeah.
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward.
They said Cam. They have interest in Cam.
He's got it all.
I don't. He's got
He
swag.
reminds me of Jaden Daniels. Just
Well, the
like,
thing, the
I also don't think your boy Dion would let Shador go to Tennessee.
I was just about to say, I
Yeah.
don't
No
think that's
shot
gonna
he's going to
happen.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Titans are gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. All right. This is the end of the NFL season award show. Can't talk.
Take two, everybody. Take two, everybody.
This is the end of the 2024 NFL season award show. All right.
Everyone bring their
I
tuxedos.
have
Here,
all
here,
the
here.
exact same awards as we did for the midseason award show.
yes,
all
that's
right?
how it works.
Lovely,
So
lovely.
we're reevaluating all the
Yes,
things,
yes.
except instead of.
Wait.
Oh, you good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cross shot.
But I did, instead of the best team of the year award that we did that because I feel like you're just going to say Lions. I replaced it with coach of the year because I want to see what you guys think of that. Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Are we voting?
Yeah, you guys are voting. There are 4 nominees for each award.
And the nominees are
All right. Most valuable player. The nominees are
Josh Allen,
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and Saquon Barkley.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
You're both saying Lamar?
I'm saying Lamar.
It's I just like I don't even think it's.
I'm
worthy
still
of a
so mad at us for
conversation.
not taking him plus 1,100. When
You
I
know
brought it
what's-
up, he's plus
You
190.
know what's weird
last
is
I checked.
Josh is going to win it, but this is our award show, right?
Yeah.
It's Lamar.
I don't think he is.
He's gonna win it, and I think it's strictly because of record
Voter fatigue?
and surrounding cast and voter fatigue.
Dude, Josh Allen, 28-6 touchdown INT ratio to 41-4.
And who has more passing yards? By far, Lamar.
4,100 to 3,700.
Lamar is the only quarterback ever to have over 4,100 passing yards and over 800 rushing yards.
Lamar also has 900 rushing yards to Josh Allen's 500.
Would also like to talk about the fact that the Ravens are 12-5 and the Bills are 13-4.
Like, it's
a one-game difference.
Also, the AFC North is a way harder division than the AFC East. We saw that. Like,
also, the Ravens kicked the shit out of the Bills this year.
Like, it's not Josh. It should not be Josh Allen. It's a voter fatigue thing at that point.
It is. It's
Lamar
strictly a voter
Jackson just
fatigue
put up
thing.
one of the greatest single seasons of all fucking time,
Yes.
and you could say all you want. Derrick Henry this,
41-4.
Derrick Henry that. I don't give a shit. He still put up better stats.
He made Zay Flowers a fucking Pro Bowler this year.
Lamar Jackson
right,
is
give
the
it to Lamar.
MVP.
All right,
Give it to Lamar.
Yeah,
It's Lamar.
And the
just got
second
really
award,
worked up.
remember this one, fellas, is the Deshaun Watson Award for the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Okay.
He is not eligible because he's hurt.
Is there a minimum?
You basically had to be just a starting quarterback for the year.
Yeah.
Tyler,
all right.
Skyler.
So no,
Give me an
he didn't start enough. Yeah. So the nominees are Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, any Titans quarterback, and C.J. Stroud.
Give it to the Titans.
I was going to say give it to the Titans.
God, they were awful.
Give it to the Titans.
The fun fact about Aaron Rodgers, he has
The best.
the third most passing yards in a single season for the Jets in their team history, and the third most passing touchdowns in a season for the Jets in team history.
You know why the Titans deserve it? Because they ran the 2-quarterback system today,
Yes.
and that was something that I thought was really
Tycho's going to hate
impressive.
listening to this because he loves the two quarterbacks.
Wait,
Yeah.
on the field, offense at the same time?
On the field, they each drive.
It wasn't
they
on
drive.
side.
No, that's not the two.
It's not
system.
the two.
Tycho likes-
Tycho has a two.
No,
I
Tycho
said
likes two quarterbacks on
No,
the
I
field at the
understand
same
that.
time.
I understand
yeah.
that. That's-
Titans,
Congrats.
congrats.
Any thoughts on C.J. Stroud? No.
He doesn't belong.
Congrats to the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Hopefully your
Mason
quarterback
Rudolph
you
and
draft
Will
is
Levis.
not on this list next
Hopefully
year.
it's Cam
Who was
Ward.
there was another one on there.
Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, any Titans quarterback.
Kirk.
Michael
Kirk made a
Penix
good
was so
run.
clearly
Kirk made
the
a
answer.
real good push at the end of his
Yeah,
starting
yeah,
career.
yeah.
And it
man.
almost looked better. Like he almost had a better chance because of how well Michael Penix has played since
Yeah.
replacing him.
Yeah.
Like it was clearly the wrong move to rock with Kirk as long as they did.
Yeah. Hey, but he's going to sit on $90 million and hang out.
Good
for him.
life.
Good
I
for
think
him.
Next award is the Offensive Player of the Year. All right,
Saquon.
hold up.
Whoa
so
there.
then your nominees are
Just give me two nominees.
Saquon Barkley, Jamar Chase, and just because we need four, Derrick Henry and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Congrats for making the nomination.
That's
Congrats.
huge.
yeah, this is
Saquon.
like the guy.
So I saw this debate going online.
Jamar
actually.
Chase just won. He won the Triple Crown.
So okay, so
He's the second wide receiver to do it since 05.
4 wide receivers have ever won the Triple Crown. 8 running backs have ever ran for over 2,000 yards. The thing that I'm not. You're
I know
getting
what
ahead of
you're
yourself,
saying.
Jack.
No.
The Triple Crown is entirely dependent on how other players do.
Yeah,
So like
fair.
his numbers comparatively
Such a good point.
are not that amazing compared to other Triple Crown
Yeah,
winners.
we didn't have
And
amazing
then
wide receivers.
Also, Saquon Barkley probably would have set the all-time rushing record had
Yeah.
he played Week 18.
Yeah.
So my pick, Saquon Barkley.
So I do want us to
I
talk about.
I think it's Saquon, but I did want to say, like, there's a conversation to be had about Jamar Chase
Sure.
because,
I'll-
like you said, less people
Triple
have won
Crown.
Triple
Look,
Crown.
and I screenshot it because I
Cooper
want
Kupp
us
was
to
a
talk
shoo-in
about it
when
at some
he did
point.
it.
Cooper Kupp had 18 more receptions than Jamar Chase. He had 200 more receiving yards and 1 less receiving touchdown.
Okay, I
So
mean,
like, and
Pretty big
and
difference.
18 receptions is a lot.
Yeah,
So is
it's
200 yards.
It's impressive and more fantasy points if you're one of those.
Jamar Chase is sick. Don't get me wrong, but it's Saquon Barkley
It's
for
Saquon.
me.
Yeah, Jamar was unreal, but
Yeah. Congrats.
congrats, Saquon. You got
Congrats.
something.
Saquon Barkley.
Defensive Player of the Year. Your nominees are
Nick Bonito.
Nick Bonito,
Yeah.
J.J. Watt,
Boo.
Trey
TJ Watt.
Hendrickson.
TJ Watt.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. Sorry. I wrote J.J.
By the way, I thought it was a good bit. I thought we were trying to give it to Nick.
No.
Reggie White.
And Patrick Willis. No. T.J. Watt. Boo. Trey Hendrickson. Boo. Led the league in sacks. Pretty sick. And Dolphin legend Andrew Van Ginkel.
Yeah, boo.
I just wanted to put him on the list.
No bias here. It's Nick
It's-
Bonito.
I want to give it. It's, it's
it
our
to
award
our
show.
guy. Yeah, it's our award
You know the
TJ
joke,
Watt's definitely.
You know the Joker
Yes.
video? You know Joker videos right there?
Yeah.
That's me with Nick Bonito.
Yes.
That's my defensive player of the year because he's not going to
He
win
had 2
it.
sacks today.
He's unbelievable, and he's not playing that many snaps. Trey's playing more snaps. TJ's playing more snaps, and I don't even know who the other fucking person was. Give it to Nick, all right?
Andrew Van Ginkel.
Sprinkle
Dolphin
next
legend,
year.
but
Do you
yeah.
thi- how many years has he been in the league?
This might be his third or
Okay,
second.
so next season he's going to get more
So-
snaps.
Yeah.
Has
get
he
those
been the
stats
best
up?
defensive player this year?
No.
But it's our award show.
Does Adam
But
know
the
him
one-
from high school?
Yes. Is he the best basketball player Adam's ever seen?
Yes. Is he the winner of the Defensive Player of the Year?
Yes.
Bang,
Not for
give it
the
to him.
NFL, though. But
No, but for our show.
Yeah. All right. The next award is Gym Rat of the Year. Things have changed.
Wow.
We had Riley Moss winning last time. I
Exciting
remember this.
whites, man.
And our nominees are Cooper DeJean,
Nah, fell off.
Lad McConkey,
Yeah.
Brock Bowers. I know he's a tight end. Controversial pick in the Gym Rats. However, most receptions ever by a rookie.
certainly
That
a good
qualifies
stat
as
to
a wide
have.
receiver Gym Ratty type of stat. And last Gym Rat of the Year, Ricky Pearsall. He got shot. He got
I mean,
shot.
that is the
And he
the
had
epitome of
10
gym
catches for
rat.
140 and a ton. And then this week he went off 2. So he made a very late push to be in the
It's
Gym Rat of the
scrappy.
Year
That's
award.
a scrappy play.
I would want him up for another award. I don't know if Gym Rat fits him perfectly. Because it's like, I
He's
don't
a
know.
white
it's-
wide receiver. He's a Gym Rat.
No, I understand that, but does Gym Rat really help you survive bullet holes? And like, is
That's
that
scrappy, if anything.
It is
yeah,
scrappy. It is
I know it's
scrappy.
scrappy,
That's,
but
that's a bring your
First
lunch
one in.
pail
I
to
don't know.
work.
I'm gonna take the little wide receiver taken in the second round who had 100 catches. And
I think we're gonna differ then.
Really?
I don't know
The
if
guy
it
who
might
has
be
the
Brock.
grandpa hair and Brock Bowers.
I know, but he was a top 10 pick. Like,
Okay, but
And he's-
still, we're talking about a guy that
We're
broke.
not talking about value picks.
We're talking
know,
about
but
a
it's
guy
like-
that broke a fucking record
But
of 50
I will say
fucking years.
it's much more Gym Ratty to be like a sick route runner.
that's what I'm talking about. Second
So
round
fair.
pick.
It's
Guy's got good footwork.
Like when I say
Tight
Gym
ends
Rat,
are
it's not
white.
like best white guy in a skill position, right?
Yeah, no, it's fair.
Who
I
embodies the
oblige.
Gym Rat? Who embodies a
Lad-
lunch pail guy?
and his name's
Like,
Lad McConkey.
Yeah, I was gonna say McConkey.
Lad McConkey is a Gym Rat.
Lad
McConkey is WBOY and Gym Rat of the Year.
There we go.
Congrats to him.
Let's
That's a
go,
huge
Lad.
honor. It's a huge honor.
go, Lad.
All right,
Congrats.
next award, Rookie of the Year. We have Jaden Daniels,
It's be done.
Brock Bowers,
No.
Also good.
Malik Neighbors,
Very good too.
and Brian Thomas Jr.
Wow, left Bo Nix off there, huh?
I have Bo Nix written down. I just substitute him off in my mind.
Yeah.
Because Brian Thomas Jr. is top 3 in almost every
So, do we
category
want to
of
make
wide
this the
receiver.
quarterback? Do we want to be really
The
specific? on
best
the
rookie this year is Brock Bowers.
Oh God, it's Jaden Daniels. Look, I know it's a quarterback
All
award,
right.
it's a quarterback league, and we get tired of voting for quarterbacks. But when you come into the situation he did, no one expected him to be the guy that he is,
know.
and he put up one of the best rookie quarterback years ever.
He was
He had
unbelievable.
what 40 total touchdowns, I think. He had 3,500 passing yards. He had almost 1,000
he
rushing
broke,
yards.
he
He
broke
led the
what's the name?
Commanders to a
RG3's
12-5
record.
record.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Jaden
I'm
Daniels,
trying
bro.
so hard to find like something I could put out there that would make us disqualify him. but I
Brock
can't.
Bowers like literally came into the league and became the best at his position.
Jaden Daniels came into the league
I
and became
don't
top 10 at the hardest position
know
in
if
football.
I say Brock Bowers is the best tight end in football. Still.
Yeah, it's probably George Kittle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
So who
point.
won though?
Jaden.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden? All right. Congrats, Jaden. I like Brock.
I like Malik and Brian, bro. We're
I know.
talking about
We're
guys.
not even talking about BTJ or Malik
Like-
either. Oh,
Dude.
on the same team last year with Jaden Daniels. This
Yeah,
is the LSU award.
We get the Louisiana State University wide receivers balling out every single year. It's
Every
just-
year there's
I-
a different
It's voter
fucking
fatigue
stud.
with them.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
voter
yeah.
fatigue.
Well, now we have to go to LSU QB.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go Brock Bowers, Georgia. Shout out the SEC.
Dude, they weren't even a top 10 team last year, which is insane.
All right. Next award, Most Improved Player. Your nominees are Sam Darnold, Jerry Jeudy, Zach Bond. Ball knowers know. You guys know?
the defensive
The
player.
middle linebacker for
Yeah,
the Eagles.
Eagles,
He's
yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He came out of nowhere and he's unbelievable. And Nick Bonito.
He can't walk out here with two
Can he go
trophies,
two
can he?
awards? He can't win 2 awards. No.
It's
no,
got to
no.
be Sam Darnold.
Yeah, sometimes it's the obvious pick.
My vote is Zach Bond.
Mine is Sam Darnold.
Not gonna act like I'm gonna sit here and defend Zach Bond. I know Emmanuel Acho's been posting him a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
great.
a ball knower. I'm a
No,
casual.
it's-
I'm really
Give me
upset
Darnold.
my
Sam
Sam
Darnold.
Darnold jersey isn't here. I had my mother overnight ship it, but it was the weekend, so it didn't get here. Very upset. Proud of Sam Darnold. Don't know how I feel about loving him or hating him for being good now, but congrats on winning Most Improved.
You can't hate him. It's just it's a Jet thing.
I know, but I kind of hate him.
That's fair. All right.
fight.
Next award, Coach of the Year.
Kevin.
Your nominees are Dan Campbell, Kevin O'Connell, Dan Quinn, and Sean Payton.
I think it's gotta be Kevin O'Connell.
First, a lot of people are saying Dan Campbell for some reason. No.
He has the best roster in football.
No. Well, he's dealt with a lot of injuries.
Lot of
I
injuries.
think. Ooh, so I would rank it KOC, Dan, then Sean.
That's one of the two. I don't know, honestly.
I
Because
would put Ben Johnson in the 3.
Just Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I don't care, head coach or what, dude. That offense is
Dude,
insane.
Dan Quinn, they just won 12 games.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. With a
Yeah.
with a rookie quarterback, it's worse roster
I think
than...
it has to be KOC, right?
I think
I
it
think
has
it's
to be
definitely
Kevin
Kevin O'Connell. He just led them to 14 wins.
He did that with
Well,
Sam
and he
Darnold,
lost
bro.
his starting quarterback. Like, Sam
Yeah.
Darnold was never the plan.
Anytime you have
JJ.
anytime you have rumors of the media saying that someone is trying to trade for a head coach,
Yes.
you deserve...
How many first-round picks would it take
Coach
to
of the year.
trade for Kevin O'Connell?
I would mortgage my entire future to have him for the next 10 years.
what?
Oh, you do the Ricky
Guys.
Williams?
I would give up 2 first-round picks and 2 third-round picks. Does
I
that
give
get
up.
it done?
If I'm you, I'm giving up 4.
Yeah.
Okay, and
4
if
or
I can
5
give up
firsts.
less to get another head coach, I'll do that. So that's a
Kevin
lot.
O'Connell's. It's Andy Reid and then Kevin O'Connell for coaches, in my opinion. I don't think best in the league. Like, all right, next award. Congrats, Kevin O'Connell. By the way,
Congrats, yeah.
Congrats, Kevin
Next
O'Connell.
award is the biggest fall off award. Your
Yes.
nominees are
Tyreek Hill, you stupid whore.
Aaron Rodgers. You want to say it normally?
Sorry. Yeah, you caught me mid-yawn. You looked right
Yeah,
at me
I didn't
as I was
realize
about to
that,
yawn.
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yep, those are the first 2. Kirk Cousins and C.J. Stroud.
It's Tyreek.
It might be C.J., bro.
You're dying to give CJ an award. Sophomore slump's a real thing. We're talking about a wide receiver that just came off of putting up 19.
People are talking about is
plus.
this year he gets 2,000.
Yeah, like Tyreek was literally this close to getting 2K. In almost every single ranking, did people say he's like 1, 2, or 3?
He was ranked number 1 by players.
Yeah,
Remember that.
literally.
Oh
yes,
my God,
yes.
he was in
He was
oh, yeah,
the
it's
best
Tyreek.
player in football, according to
forgot.
other
And
football
NFL
players.
top
And the other part to the argument of Tyreek needing this award is like everyone's gonna be like, well, Tua was gone. Well, if you are that good, the same way Justin Jefferson did not have a quarterback all last year.
Josh Dobbs,
Yeah,
Nick
Josh
Mullins.
Dobbs. You got to be that guy. Even Jamar found ways to put up with Jake Browning. So I think it has to be Tyreek. You fell off. You had no reason to want to keep playing. You literally left this team.
What's that video with the Chelsea fan? This team has no heart,
Yeah.
no fight,
No fight, no passion.
no passion, no aggression.
In CJ Stroud's defense, so I saw some nerd talking about this. He had like a
injuries.
lot of like expected interception worthy plays in his rookie year that were dropped.
Interesting.
And like he's basically just like regressed towards the mean type shit.
Of
So
course.
like his unreasonable expectations
just
set in his
regression.
rookie year.
Positive,
Well,
Yeah.
that's not positive.
negative regression.
No,
It's just regression.
Yeah, regression.
Just regression. So yeah, it's Tyreek Hill.
All right, and the final award, the most hated by their fans player of the year award.
Ooh,
This
Deshaun?
this has some brand new nominees
Do
that
you have to
came
be
out
an
the last
active
couple
player
weeks.
currently?
Yes,
Okay, so
Deshaun Watson did win it
right, he did.
last time, but it was one. It's almost too far removed right
He
now.
almost might be loved that he tore his Achilles and that got him out.
and you just got to have fun with Jameis.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Your nominees are
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, Drew Lock.
Because they lost
Because
the one.
I know every Giants fan
Yeah.
is so mad he had the best game that a Giants quarterback had in a decade. They hate. That's my boy though. That's my guy. Your next nominee is very recent ad
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
because he said he wants out. Now all you guys are fucking shitting on his dick, right? Well, that was weird. I don't know why that came out of my
All
mouth.
right,
Weird.
OBJ.
No, but you guys fucking hate him now.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really hate him.
Yeah.
right.
Could Jimmy Butler be on this list?
Jimmy Butler could be on this list if this is an NBA show. Yeah. And the last player who has really done a good job this last half of the season getting on this list, Deebo Samuel.
So you really just went us 3, huh? And then added in
and then
Drew
added
Lock.
Drew Lock.
I'm gonna fight for my guy Aaron Rodgers here.
I'm gonna fight for your
his
guy.
his
Let's make a
ability
case for each of our guys.
his ability to alienate every player on that roster, alienate every coach. He got the GM fired, his head coach fired.
Yeah.
He got players asking out for deals. He brought in his best friend, and we still fucking hated him. It's just like he was supposed to be the guy that saved the Jets, changed everything from everything we have been, and he did not deliver on a single promise. And then he just he drops a fucking stupid little Netflix documentary that I've refused to
middle.
watch.
I
In the
won't watch
middle
it
of
too.
this
Either.
absolute debacle
I
of a
refuse
year,
to watch it as
gets
well.
dropped.
Why not
And
release it after the season ends?
it probably would have. He probably thought, and his stupid, arrogant mind, he probably thought the Jets were going to be 11-4 by the time that came out, and it was going to be a real cool inside look at his battle back from tearing his Achilles.
You think
and
he
all
would have
that.
said, like,
I haven't
don't
watched
release
it. I have no clue what it's about. But
It's him
I
doing
imagine
ayahuasca.
before this season.
So I imagine
Yeah.
it was him thinking like it was going to be this great comeback story, but then it gets dropped, and now he's just like
Looks
this
like a fucking
loser
loser, yeah.
that's so full of himself that no one wants to play for.
I saw
and every Jets fan hates him with all of
hates
his
him.
in the Rich Cimini.
Rich Samini. I think it's Samini.
I don't
Yeah.
never knew if it was silent. If there was like a silent.
I think it's Samini.
Chimini, maybe?
Yeah, whatever. Rich. He was saying because there's so many articles are now coming out, and it was just like Aaron Rodgers has this aura around him that Jets personnel and players are really actually afraid to speak out against him. So you're like kind of seeing in the media
Hate
like
that.
Sauce,
maybe-
Garrett Wilson. No one wants to like
Maybe they're
actually
scared that
speak.
he's going to be GM and fucking cut their ass.
No, but they're just like scared to alienate still one of the best quarterbacks of all time, regardless of how this tenure has been.
Yeah.
The award is Aaron Rodgers. It's not even a question.
Well, you want to
no,
pine for your
no,
guy at all?
No, I don't. Tyreek is a piece of shit. Debo, piece of shit.
Drop
By the
merchant.
way, Debo's been a piece of shit to the Caps Off podcast for 2 years now when we've gone to the Super Bowl. He's never been nice to us during media
Oh, yeah,
day.
you're right,
He's
you're right.
never been
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
to us. He actually cut us off in the middle of like one of our
I mean,
questions that we asked
wasn't
him.
there, so but
You
you
weren't
told
there.
me stories.
I don't like Debo. It's Aaron Rodgers, dude.
I hate
Like
him.
Aaron Rodgers, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out. That's the end of the
The awards.
2024
Congrats
awards.
to all the winners. That's a big year for everyone.
Big
That
year,
is a
big
big
year.
year.
I mean, you talk about Aaron Rodgers winning just I think he won 2. Did he win 2 awards? Oh no, he only won 1. He
No,
was
he didn't
nominated
win
for
fall
3.
off.
3-time
Yeah.
nominee.
Some
though,
are saying
Aaron
we're going to
Rodgers.
rename it the Aaron Rodgers Award.
None of them were good ones.
If he tries to come back to the Jets next year, I'm going to freak out.
So
Yeah, wait, what's going to happen with him?
I'm going to freak out. I bet he comes back just to ruin me a little more. Ugh.
We're talking about our 3 teams.
nah, yeah.
I feel like we should talk about. We're cursed. Are we cursed?
Yeah,
this
we might be.
This was a
We might
cursed
be.
year. 2024 was a cursed season for Caps Off. Where do we go from here, boys?
What do we do with our teams?
I don't know.
Like
What do we
seriously,
do?
what do
Yeah.
we do? I have no fucking clue.
All right, let's think of 3 solutions, 3 ways that we can fix each of our teams going into next year. All right, how do we fix what is wrong? How do we get back to the promised land, or at least just get to the fucking playoffs? All right, because we all missed it.
I really don't
How
know.
realistic do these need to be?
Yeah, how realistic?
I would say semi, like
Like a 75%?
I'd be like, oh yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do one that's not that likely.
Well,
If that's
because you
okay.
need a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go.
Okay, step number 1, it's the very unlikely one. Woody Johnson needs to sell the team.
Ooh.
Or, at the very least, Brick Johnson, his stupid idiot 17-year-old son, needs to be banned from the facility. There we go. We'll do that.
Brick- okay,
We'll do
Brick.
that. Since Woody Johnson probably won't be selling the
His
team.
high school son.
His
Could
high
you
school
have a
son
restraining order
needs
on
to be banned
like,
from
a
the New York
location?
Jets facility.
Yeah.
He's not allowed inside the building.
And
say his
That's
name
step
again?
1.
Step
Brick.
one. That's
Say
big.
it with passion.
Brick fucking Johnson needs to be banned from the New York Jets facility.
Big.
Step 1. Step 1.
Step 1.
Step number 2, Lewis Riddick needs to be the GM of that
like
football
that.
team.
Love
He
it.
brings respect. He brings professionalism.
Intelligence.
He brings intelligence. Everyone in football circles says he's like a football genius.
I love him.
I don't know anything about him aside from what other people have to say about him.
A lot of
Everyone has the best things to say
former
about
player GMs are actually
He was,
really good.
I
too.
believe
Yeah.
he was director of player personnel with the Eagles.
He has. He's a lot older than I thought. He's 55. I thought he like played
looks
during our
fantastic.
lifetime. Yeah, he's
Holy
55.
wow. Hot.
So bring him in for GM, and then
Wait, he's an
and then can I
attractive
go?
He is.
How unrealistic can I
normalize
go on the
that.
third one?
man. Dude, hey, it's you're fixing
Hire
this.
Ben Johnson. Get him. Whatever it takes.
You guys
I
aren't.
don't. We're not getting him, but I don't care what it takes. Get him.
It's gonna be funny when you
Get him.
when you inevitably do. You're gonna look into him. You're gonna interview him, right? And
gonna tell us
Brick's
to kick
gonna be in the
rocks.
fucking meeting.
Yeah, well, Brick would probably like him. The social media people love Ben Johnson.
Yeah, but Brick's gonna be in the meeting, and Ben goes, "Why is this fucking child in here?"
Jack,
Okay,
ha-
so realistically though, I'll take Mike Vrabel.
Okay, all
Just
right.
good
The leader
vibes,
of men.
guys.
I want Ben Johnson, but I meet you in the middle. Good price. I give you
Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
Jack,
and
how
I
do
want
you-
Jordan Travis to start.
Jack, how do you fix the Niners?
All right. First thing you do is clean house of like locker room and just team cancers, and that would be IE Debo Samuel. Move on from him.
I thought this was like an
Move on from Debo. Ayuk is back next year. Ricky Pierce showed some flashes.
Juwan Jennings stud.
Juwan Jennings looked awesome.
Yeah.
Best thing we did this whole offseason was re-sign him. So get rid of Debo. Get him out of here. He's been awful. Don't need him. And also cut fucking Jake Moody. Please.
That's 2.
Move
you
on.
Only, you only got one move left, buddy.
Well, we don't actually need to do too much.
Yeah, you really don't.
Yeah.
Get healthy, I would say, is number 3.
Get Jake Moody the fuck out of the Bay Area, please.
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
You guys drafted him, right?
I hate him. We drafted him in the 3rd round.
Jeez
I was with Adam when we drafted him at the draft. They all had like actual players to look at highlights. I was looking at Jake Moody's kicking highlights. I was getting myself hyped up about. Anyway, he sucks ass.
And then
Get him
number
the
3?
fuck out. And number 3, I think, is just like in the off season. Literally, oh God, there's 2 things I want to do. Can the clean house thing with the cancers be one thing?
Because I have like a 3.5.
Sure.
Okay, sure. So that's one.
I did list 5. So.
Number 2, fire the fuck out of Nick Sorensen. Fire the living shit out of him. He's our defense coordinator.
Okay, I was
fire
gonna
the
say that.
fucking shit out of him. Get him out of there. Our defense was a train wreck all year. My God, we couldn't stop a nosebleed. The Cardinals put up 47 or 41, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Stupid on it. It's the Cardinals. All right. And then number 3 is just simply get the vibes back and upbeat in the clubhouse. Just get the vibes back. You got to get positive. You got to be fun. You got to just have fun playing fucking football again.
Yeah.
Like when the Niners are at best, it's like when Debo and Trent are out with the boombox. They're fucking kicking ass. They're having a blast doing it. They're just like all best friends. This year, you could tell no one liked each other. It was turmoil.
Yeah, man, winning makes things a lot more fun.
But it was even like at the start of the season, something was off.
Yeah,
so I
that's
think it's
true.
get the vibes back in the locker room and just consider it a fucking refresh and a restart. If we do those 3 things, I think we're fine.
Okay, well, here's the big real question for you. You extending Brock for $55 million a year?
I didn't put him in there because I don't know what we do with that. The thing is, you have to extend Brock because end of the day, like he did not have a great year this year, but this year is just a crapshoot and a shit show in my mind. That is kind of a wash.
He's a
Like,
good quarterback.
He's brought us to the Super Bowl last year. He brought us to the NFC Championship the year before that. His 2 years that he started for us fully, besides this year, he's gotten us so far. So it's like, how do you not get that guy?
Yeah.
How do you not re-sign that guy? So I'm not.
Are you giving him $60 million?
Honestly, just whatever the market dictates, that's what they're going to pay.
It's
him.
probably 60
So it's probably, I think it's going to be about 50, 55.
I bet it'll be more than that.
I don't think it's going to be 60. 60's crazy.
All right, Adam, what are you doing to fix the Dolphins?
60 is a good guy you get that's an easy top 10, top 5.
Dak Prescott.
So
got
here's how
60.
here's how I'm fixing the Dolphins in 3 moves, right? That's all I get.
Yeah, what do you
3
do?
moves. 3. And we're shooting from the stars. We're shooting for the stars, right?
Sure, I mean,
For the
I said
moon?
we're hiring Ben Johnson.
Okay,
so yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
First and foremost, clean the fucking house. Greer gone. McDick gone.
Well, they said they're going to keep
Well, that's not
that.
happening,
yeah,
so
but
you
well,
can't do that.
no, because here. Okay,
No,
hear
but
me
that's
out.
like
hear me
firmly
out.
they're not
Hear
doing
me
it.
out. Hear me out.
They just said
I'm
they're not
hearing,
doing
but
it.
I'm not
Hear me
really
out.
listening.
I think the Greer move, like gut check. I think it's one of those where it's like we create stability. You're staying, and then we reevaluate like in a couple of weeks when the season's over with, and Greer ends up being.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Can I
happening.
please just have
Sure,
that?
sure,
Please, because there's literally we could stop there. There's no success
allow
with
it.
those 2.
Yeah, well,
Okay. Clean house. Don't know who you're gonna get, but let's just start there. The second one, we need to trim a lot of the fat. So when I say that,
Who's
it's
the
like
fat?
Tyreek Hill, Jalen Ramsey, Teron Armstead, a lot of these older guys. The Dolphins are one of the oldest teams in the NFL. Get them out of here. If you don't want to be here, if you don't want to play, go. I don't want you fucking here anyways. You're not a part of this culture. You were a waste.
You guys
So
need to
trim
bring in,
that
like-
fat. Get rid of Tyreek. Get rid of Jalen Ramsey.
Something I was just
You need to
thinking.
Clean the
bring guys that
fucking
have a
money up.
dog
You guys also have
Yeah.
Odell?
No, he's gone.
Well, you had Odell.
We had Odell.
I think the fact that your team is based in Miami is a massive issue.
It is.
I do
I
too.
think that a lot of these
It is.
douchebags
They
just
come to
pull up
retire.
to basically get paid but retire in Miami.
Yes, absolutely.
And get the
Hang
no
out, yeah.
income tax, living in a party luxury city
Yes.
with a bunch of other rich and famous celebrities.
Which is why I think we have to get younger. Don't allow these
Yes.
vets to come in here and say, like, let's
Exactly.
establish the
But
dog
you need
mentality.
to
Let's
need
get
a
some young
great
younger team with like a Dan Campbell
Hungry,
type
yeah.
of head coach.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not going to make them be like, he's not going to tell them like, hey, you can go party and have fun. It's Miami, have fun. He's like, no, you're fucking here at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
every
like
fucking
if
day.
I get a text that you're at 11 on a Friday night,
You're suspended.
benched.
You're suspended.
Yeah.
So we got to trim the fat. Like, we're way too old, and it showed.
Maybe-
And also get rid of Tyreek. I'm done with Tyreek.
Maybe just get like.
He's never shown up in
I
big
think you
games.
should only get guys like draft guys from like fucking gritty Big Ten.
Big Ten,
and SEC.
strict
schools.
Big
Yeah,
Ten.
yeah.
Like-
Midwestern guys.
Yeah, no, just like guys that went to fucking
Lunch pail.
Iowa,
like Iowa,
a guy that went to
yeah.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Like just
guys
middle
that
of
wanna work.
bumfuck nowhere that don't care about party.
The last part
You could
about
use a
this,
Travis Hunter who like doesn't do shit.
the last thing to do to fix, which kind of comes with cleaning house of the GM and the head coach, but we need to like really invest maybe even more money into this than the head coach and GM, whole new training staff. We have had so many fucking injuries over these last couple of years, and no one can stay healthy. There's always fucking injuries. So I don't know what you need to do. I don't know what stem cell fucking guru we need to bring into Miami, but we need a whole new training staff. So within those 3 moves, I think we can get 1 playoff win.
Okay.
There you go. That's all you're looking
What
for,
about
Adam.
playoff appearance? Baby
Well, we
steps.
already had that with this regime, so.
Yeah.
Fair.
No,
Clean
they
house.
need the
Fuck
playoff
this team.
win.
And
They
that's
need the
how we
playoff
fix the
win.
Dolphins, the Jets, and the Niners.
I think we could do it.
It was kind of nice actually, like doing that because I realized we don't have to do much.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm fucked.
Like,
Pat's
get
fucked.
healthy, get the vibes up.
I think we need to get the
rid of-
vibes up in general.
I really want to see. I really want to see Jordan Travis starting for the New York Jets next year.
Yo, shout out FSU.
I go back to the statement of look at Florida State this year, look at Florida State last year. Jordan Travis.
What's the difference? Jordan Travis and
Don't
8
mention
other
the
guys
other
that got
guys.
drafted.
Do not mention the other players. Do not mention the other players.
Keon Coleman, dog.
Nope. Jared Verse, never heard of him.
No.
Well,
These
now
are
that
all
we're-
like such sick players.
Now that the regular season's wrapped up, I think we have to kind of put a bow on a lot of the guys that have played in the regular season. Right
yeah.
now that we're moving into the playoffs, it's something that we're going to talk about
But we
after
have to
the
wrap
season.
up the season.
So we got a lot of things to rank. Pat,
Yeah, I
you
got
want to
QBs.
start?
Yeah, I got QBs.
Yeah,
Pat,
he's got
this
quarterbacks.
is-
He's got
I got-
quarterbacks.
Pat,
quarterbacks.
this one's going to
Yeah,
bang.
you got
No,
the-
I know, I'm about to
you
get
got
yelled
the-
Put
at.
it
I'm
put
about
it
to
in
get yelled
fucking
at.
gear. Give
I'm
it
really
some front
excited to
row.
start
So
with
this
and
is
let it
based off of
flip.
just
Well,
You'll,
just
you'll,
based
you'll,
on
you'll,
2024.
you'll contextualize. Yeah,
Yes, no, this is based
this
just
your
off
list.
2024. Yeah,
Why don't you rip?
I'm gonna rip, and it's gonna
Let's
irritate.
fucking
a
Are you
lot
going to
of
start
viewers.
10-1, 1 to 10?
What would you
You
have
haven't
me
even
do?
done the hook.
I know.
No,
What would you
but
like? I know.
before
We
he
gotta
gets into
discuss
it,
that. 10 to 1 or 1 to 10.
I think it's got to be a 1 to 10.
I think it's got to be 1 to 10.
Okay,
also.
cool.
Yeah. These are the top 10 quarterbacks based on the 2024 season and based on how I feel.
Who?
Oh, just
yeah,
based
Based
on
on
that.
how you feel.
Yeah. So
Just-
it's
just-
number one, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Oh, he hasn't had a good year. Oh, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen putting up some of the best stats. Joe Burrow,
still Pat
insane
Mahomes,
numbers.
bro.
It's still Pat Mahomes.
It is still
Okay, so
Pat.
this
It's
has
still
nothing
Pat
to do
Mahomes.
with his stats. It has
No.
nothing to do with just stats on 2024.
It's not. I'm not a stat
Well, when you
guy.
say 2024 season, you're also remembering the past.
I'm remembering the past.
Know your
you
history.
can't forget the past.
They literally have
until-
a class
Remember the
when
Alamo.
you're children
I
to
think
remember the
Mahomes
past.
has until he's 37 for me to even consider anybody else being the number
Yeah,
one.
you can't forget. Like, I mean, you know.
He has 3 Super Bowls, and he's 29 years old, and he's been to the Super Bowl even more times.
I don't
So
know
it's-
if Lamar wins a
When
Super
was,
Bowl. we're gonna
I
have-
don't care.
we're gonna
When was
have
the
a
last
fun
time you guys
conversation.
thought about the Alamo?
Not
Do you
in a
remember
while.
the Alamo?
I'm remembering it now.
Well,
Look, at the end of the day, if I want to win a football game, there is not a single
it's Pat.
other quarterback I'd ever consider.
By the way, I
having
just remembered I
aside
still
from
have the
Pat
face paint
Mahomes.
on.
Yes. Number two. This is gonna. I'm gonna piss people off. Joe Burrow.
yes.
Number 2, Joe
I-
Burrow.
strong disagree.
Quarterback. I'm talking quarterback.
No,
this
I
guy,
know that.
How many yards?
Hey,
what?
Pat's not talking running backs like Lamar Jackson,
Well,
all
that's
right?
not what I was getting at. That's not what I was getting
Lamar
at.
Jackson, number 1 running back in the country right now.
That's not what I'm getting at, Jack. Joe Burrow, though, look, he has all the talent in the world surrounding him. We can't deny that. He's got Joe Burrow or Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on the outside. He's got Chase Brown as an elite running back,
Mike
apparently.
Gesicki was good.
At the end of the day, Joe Burrow is another guy that if I needed a game-winning drive, I want the ball in his hands over Josh Allen, over Lamar Jackson.
I kind of
over the next
agree.
guys on
I
this
kind of
list.
agree.
Like
So
he's
Pat-
done it for me before. Again, and I don't think this is based on 2024. Now I'm thinking about it, but Joe Burrow, I've seen him do it before. Like that guy can win you clutch games. He can give you the clutch moments.
just-
He's Joe Burrow. He's
Bro.
Joe Cool. Like he's
Joe
got it.
Shiesty.
He's so handsome.
He
It's
is
Joe
handsome.
Burrow.
Okay,
It's
so
your
he's
list.
handsome.
It's your list.
No, so can you just retweet up? Be like, these are my top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL.
They just
That's
found
just
it
it.
out. They
That's-
just found it out. Number 3, I have Lamar Jackson.
Wow, over
Yeah.
Josh. Okay.
I think it's these are the 4, and any way you splice 2, 3, 4, I don't care.
It's really 2 through 4. It is pick
Hey
your
man, I'm
poison.
coming back to my
Honestly,
tiered quarterbacks. Like that's
2
how I think it has to be done. It's
and-
1, 3,
Everybody
everyone
else.
else.
Yeah, and it's like
It's-
the 2, 3, 4. However you do it, you're right.
Yeah,
you
there
are correct.
there are people
It's how you're building
screaming.
your roster.
There are people screaming at this phone right now.
No, they're good. I
And
don't
they're
think so.
seeing me put Joe Burrow over Josh Allen.
you
and Lamar
fucking
Jackson.
stupid!
You fucking, the running value of Lamar Jackson over Joe Burrow. You got no fucking clue what you're talking about. Anyway, Josh Allen's number 4.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're talking tiers.
This is where
God,
the list
see,
starts.
like,
This is where the
thinking
list
of-
really
where the
starts.
list
Thinking of Josh
starts.
Allen at 4 is crazy, but I would. Do
I mean,
the same.
yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't, but-
Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow.
Just whatever.
Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, that's Josh Allen. I don't care what order you want to put it in. Those are the next 3
Say it
guys.
faster.
They're all fucking elite. They're good. They're elite. They're elite. Those 3 guys are the next group of elite quarterbacks. But Pat Mahomes reigns supreme till the day I die.
Yep.
At number 5, I have Jared Goff.
Oh my God, he did it. Oh my God. You sick fuck. You did it.
I know Adam hates it.
You sick fuck. You are I love
You're
it.
going to take Jared
Goff
Goff over every other quarterback.
This is exactly what he's saying.
That's kind of what I'm saying with my list.
That's
and
exactly
it's
what he's
stupid.
I don't think so.
Jared Goff. People forget number 1 overall pick. He's got the talent.
Look,
too.
everyone's going to say, oh, he's got the best offense around him. He's got an offensive genius calling in plays.
Offensive line. Jameer
He's got the
Gibbs.
best offensive line in football. Yada, 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 yada. The quarterback is the one that makes the engine turn, baby. And without Jared Goff under center, the Lions are not who you think they are.
I do not condone this violence.
Yeah, fuck Jordan Love. That's what
like, is that really like, is that who you're missing right now? There's no way you think Jordan Love's the 5th best quarterback
No.
in the NFL. Okay.
But I don't think Jared Goff ain't 5.
Again,
I think I know my.
I don't think you guys have any clue. Like, I don't think you had any clue. No, not yet. This one is definitely another one that's going to get some people going.
So Baker Mayfield.
But Jaden Daniels at 6.
Oh my Lord.
The Commanders are 12-5. This man's a rookie.
I had to just spit out whatever
He
came
had
up.
900 rushing yards. He had 3,800 passing yards. He had
he's so
many,
good.
many,
He's
many
so-
touchdowns and very, very few interceptions.
No, he's really good.
He's a rookie.
I guess I haven't thought about my top 10 quarterbacks in a while, he's in. He's
Again,
in it.
these next.
Like-
Well, if everyone was putting C.J. Stroud in there after year 1, you got to keep that same energy with Jaden.
These
That's
next
fair.
4 quarterbacks, I'd be shocked if you would rather have these next 4 over Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
I'd be shocked.
I will take Justin Herbert over Jaden Daniels.
I'd just go.
I don't know if I would. At number 7, I have Baker Mayfield.
You dirty dog.
What is happening?
Adam, give him you dirty.
No, that's
Look, man, these are all
get a car wash. Wash your
I
fucking
did.
vehicle.
I got my car
That's
washed the
disgusting.
other day. It was covered in
That-
poop for a long time, but
It
I got
still
it
is.
cleaned. No, I got it
It
cleaned.
still is.
That is.
No, I got it cleaned.
Pat,
Are
that
you?
is-
You're everyone. You're just clip farming. This clip
Randy,
farming. This is clip farming.
Randy. Is he clip farming right now?
I don't think so. Again, look.
Randy says
These
no.
are like, it's not crazy.
It is crazy.
It's not crazy.
You would take Baker over Herbert.
Yes.
So you're telling me
Dog.
Herbert wouldn't go crazier in that offense when Godwin
Well,
was there?
you did
but with
forget
Mike.
about dog.
Like dog.
Dog.
That is fair.
dog.
I am a
Say
pup-
again. Dog.
Herbert puppy, but
Every
still.
time he starts dog.
You know that one video
You
of
have
the
to do
kid?
it like
Dog.
Dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
Number 8, I have
Dog.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dog.
By the way, this is big for me. I'm defending Justin Herbert right
Yeah,
now.
what
Okay,
the fuck?
look,
Good
I-
New Year's resolution.
I also don't think this list is all that crazy.
I do.
What? Okay.
Justin
I'm
Herbert
gonna-
is above all of those guys, man.
Where would you have Justin Herbert above Jaden Daniels and Baker? You'd have him
might-
above
I Jared Goff.
I might
And
have
Jared
Justin
Goff?
Herbert is 5. Period.
Justin Herbert's better. Okay, I would have Jaden Daniels above him, but I think he's better
If
than
you
Baker
put
and
Jaden,
Goff.
you put Baker in that same exact Lions system, he's doing that, if
Bro.
not more.
Could you imagine
don't think
Justin
so.
Herbert
Bro,
on that Lions
Justin
team?
Herbert was Are you out of your fucking mind?
I don't think he's
Are
well
you- are
suited for
you
that Lions
high?
offense.
Are
I
you
don't think he's well
stupid?
suited for that offense.
I almost just
No,
shit myself
Pat,
defending that.
Empty your pockets. Where's the pipe?
I didn't smoke weed before this. I
Nope,
did no
nope,
such thing.
different pipe.
No crack either. No crack. No fent.
Who's
nothing.
9?
I'm
No.
sober as
Who's
could be.
9?
Sam Darnold.
Brother. This brother needs some help.
What?
Randy goes, now he's
Who do you want instead?
Dude, there's so many guys. Brock. Dak Prescott. Yes.
I'm still going to put Dak. I'd put Brock. I'd put CJ in
I'd
there
put
after
Kyler
that.
Murray over
I'd put
him.
Kyler. I'd put Jordan Love there. Yes,
You
absolutely.
guys are idiots.
Sam Darnold had a great year, but
Yes.
at some point, it's not just what you do for me lately. It is what have you done for me all the time.
He was played for the Jets and the Panthers.
Exactly.
You can't.
He
You can't hold that
sucked
against
there.
them. Yes, because they're the Jets and the Panthers.
Do I?
At number 10, I have Jordan Love.
I can't even get excited about that.
That's my list. Apparently,
That's our list.
I've upset a lot of people.
Dude.
Stafford? Matt Stafford?
I'm not putting him top 10 anymore.
I can't either. Brock? Where would Brock even
Jalen
play?
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts was. what I
Oh
was
my God!
considering.
You didn't have Jalen Hurts.
I chose.
Whoa! I didn't even. That didn't even register.
Didn't have that good of a year.
Jalen Hurts is 5.
5.
Yes.
No, it's Herbert.
He's 5
then
or
Jalen Hurts.
6.
It's Herbert then Jalen Hurts.
Bad.
No, Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback. That you slipped. You fucked up.
Can I
You
see
fucked
your
up, but
list?
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You heard my list.
Can I see it?
No, you heard it.
You know, now that I look at it, like there's been like 6 quarterbacks, 7 quarterbacks maybe, but everyone else is just a huge cliff after.
Yeah.
Look, it's a subjective list. I like my list where I have it. Jalen Hurts, I did forget about, but then I thought about putting him in, and then I said, fuck it, I'm going to leave him out because he didn't play this week, so I didn't have anything
So,
to go off
essentially what you're saying is those next year, you suit up with the fucking Jets, those are the 10 you're taking in that order.
No, wrong.
Well, then
It's
how
a
are you?
completely different system
he
to
wants
consider
Tim
with
Boyle.
the Jets. It's a completely different system when thinking about things with the Jets. Like Sam Darnold would be like 19 on this list
Okay,
if it was the Jets.
so the Chiefs, that's the 10 you're taking in order.
Yes.
Tim Boyle, you want on the Jets before
Yes.
any of those guys.
Because
Yeah.
then I get Archie Manning.
Can I
Arch
reel us
Manning.
back in
Yes.
with some real shit?
This was real shit. Again,
That was not real.
It was real. I'm making bold
Randy,
claims
what-
because
Randy,
that's
what
the
was
fun thing
that?
to do. Oh, my bad, guys. I should have just Googled the top 10 quarterbacks based on QBR or passer rating and just read that off. No, how about I have some fucking balls and make some picks?
No, because I think at some point you have to actually put the balls really on the table, and I don't think you're being
Pat,
real when you
I
say
enjoyed
that.
your list. I had
being
fun
real.
reacting to it.
I'm totally being real.
It was a blast.
Again, the only one that I would like Jalen Hurts over Sam Darnold. I'll give you guys that. Everything else, I completely stand by.
Okay, Adam.
All right, well, time to get back to reality. I ranked the top 10 wide receivers from the 2024 season. Now that the regular season is over with, all right, so how I did this is these are the 10 players in order that I would take to be a wide receiver on my team for the next year. Now, I factored in age. I factored in the past. I'm doing what have you done for me lately? But next year, these are the 10 I want in order.
Okay, so you did the same kind of list as Pat.
But I will actually stand by saying I want them on my team
Okay,
next
so
year.
you're going to say this is the top 10 wide receivers in the NFL right now.
Okay.
Yes, it is, in my opinion.
I just think it's a little silly to use the Jets as like a.
I'll use the Dolphins,
reasonable
bro.
thing.
Everyone would
Like,
suck there.
Yeah, like there's like you using.
I'll take
I
the
want them on my
Dolphins.
team
I don't
next
give a
year.
shit.
It's a very different type of cat that needs to be there in order to thrive with the Jets. Just saying.
All
Like
right.
Baker Mayfield might be number 1 on my list.
All
if it
right.
was the Jets. Like I just need a dog.
Number 1, Justin Jefferson still.
I would have Jamar.
I think I've gone back and forth with Jettis and Jamar, and at the end of the day, I think Jettis is a better route runner, and I can fall back on the route running more than I can fall back on the alpha that Jamar Chase is. Jamar has had an amazing season, but Jettis has been doing that. I'm going to take Jettis, especially because he's done it with worse quarterbacks.
Yeah,
feel like
Kirk
this
Cousins,
year
Nick
Jettis-
Mullins, Sam Darnold,
Josh Dobbs.
I get it. My one thing with maybe why Jamar over Jettis is for sure recency bias, but I feel like Jettis has been shut down more than Jamar has this year.
It's fair. It's different.
Like
The
I don't-
physicality.
It's hard to. It's
I
hard
mean,
to
look,
see.
number 2, I got Jamar.
Yeah,
Like,
of
that's your 1A, 1B,
Easily
debatable.
1-2.
I don't care. This is where the list starts. Number 3, CeeDee Lamb. It is still CeeDee
I
Lamb.
wanted Amon Ra there. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fair.
Yeah,
I don't
I
hate
like-
it.
Or Amon Ra 3.
CD.
I don't hate it 3 though.
Again,
He didn't
I want
have
some.
any
If
big
CD's in
games,
Detroit,
really.
bro.
It's but bro, like you put CD anywhere else. He didn't have a quarterback for half the season. He was still
I don't know.
incredible. He could win at every possible level. He to me, CD Lamb is right in the middle. If Jamar Chase and Jettis had a baby, that's CD Lamb. He's an alpha. He could win at route running. He could burn you. He could do everything. He could go up and get it. He's right down the middle. That's
and then
why
you
he's
had Amon
3.
Ra, who's like who they're cheating with too, because he has the route running of Amon Ra.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Number 4, Nico Collins.
Oh, hate you now. I hate. That's fucking stupid.
How
Can we not? Are you just thinking Amon Ra's like a little fucking stupid slant boy?
No,
think he
but
is definitely holding
what
that against
Nico Collins can
think
do
it's dumb.
at
I think Adam's
6
being
fucking
heightest.
4, at 6 fucking 4, yes, is
You're-
be able to
you're
run
only-
routes, go up
yeah.
and get it, and burn you. That's a rare thing to do in the NFL. All these other guys are 6'1" or less. I want Nico Collins
When was
because
the
he can
last
do it
time you
all.
watched the Lions game where Amon Ra doesn't go fucking ballistic?
And
the
make
question
every
is
big
not
catch that you
the
want.
question is
And-
not
and,
ballistic.
dude, no, but like
Who are you
he's-
going to trust to go up and get it? Amon Ra or Nico Collins?
I don't care about go up and get
That's
it.
what I'm
Who's
factoring
gonna-
in.
Who's going to give me
the
10
first down
catches
on-
for 120 yards
Who's
and a
going to give me
touchdown
the first
every
down on
week?
Nico
3rd and 12
Collins.
with a tough over the middle catch where he finds the soft spot of the
Both
zone?
of them.
No.
No,
Again, I love Nico Collins. I'm his biggest fan.
he's great, but he's not.
Nico
Amon
proves
Ra,
me
bro.
wrong more
know,
than
man,
anyone,
I'm
I think,
sure,
on this
bro.
fucking podcast. I am shocked at what he can do. He was hurt.
I
also
think,
tried
I think
to-
you're listening to his first few games more
No,
than
I think
No.
you're listening to his injury more than anything. I think if he didn't get hurt, kept up at a similar pace for those
He has
6-7 games
he has
that
more
he was out
receiving yards
for.
than Jamar Chase, if that's the case.
Amon Ra's 3 years in a row has been one of the best receivers in football.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm still going to take A.J. Brown over Amon Ra.
Oh my God.
Okay, see, you just love a big boy. You love
I
I
big
want an
boys.
alpha. I can't trust Amon Ra to be an
Amon Ra
alpha.
is an alpha. He
Amon-
doesn't have to go up and get it to be an alpha.
I'm not saying that Amon Ra is slant boy. I don't agree with that. I think Amon Ra can win at every possible
AJ
level.
Brown's
He's an
not
amazing
fucking
route
better
runner
than
and he can
Amon Ra.
block the ball. But if you're building a fucking team right now, no matter the fucking team, you're going to take A.J. Brown
No,
over Amon Ra.
I'll take the guy that can
Period.
get open every fucking time he
Adam,
runs a route.
Adam, last I checked, the NFL isn't just just go balls and jump balls. It's like that. Most of the game is fucking one across
Dude,
the
if you
middle.
put AJ Brown in this fucking Detroit Lions system where you can,
he's not
benefit
doing
from
as well
the
as
scheme,
Amon-Ra.
AJ Brown is gonna go off too.
He can't run routes like
I
Amon-Ra.
love Amon-Ra. He's next. He's 6, but I'm going to take A.J. Brown over Amon-Ra. I'm sorry. Deal with it. And I think a lot of people are.
No,
it's not
but
a knock on.
Why?
Because I think he can win at the levels that I think are the most important. When you don't have the scheme, when you can fucking be, you have to be an alpha. When a wide receiver has to big dick you, I'm going to trust A.J. Brown over Amon-Ra.
Big dicks players in other ways where it's like, you can't fucking guard me. You cannot stay in front of me.
Brother.
That's how he does it.
I love Amon-Ra, but I'm going to take A.J. Brown. Deal with it. That's it. Done.
Yes, fine.
Amon-Ra
you basically
6.
just like looked up like height. And then you were like, any guy below this height, not allowed.
Dude, A.J. Brown is, they're all 6'1" and below. Like, they're all fucking short.
They're not 6'1" and below.
Nico's the only
Nico's
tall
6'4".
one. Yeah, he's the only tall one.
I think AJ Brown's like 6'2", 6'3".
Okay, 6'2".
You're
Like,
just being mean to Amon-Ra.
I love Amon. AJ Brown is 6'1". And I love Amon-Ra. I picked him over Jamar. I picked him over Tyreek. I picked him over in fantasy leagues. I love Amon-Ra. But he's the 6th best wide receiver in football. And you're taking every single person on your fucking team, and I know you are. Number 7, Terry McLaurin.
Wow. Like it. Love it. Yeah.
Finally got a quarterback and proved what he can be.
Yeah. Yes.
Terry McLaurin. 8, Tyreek still. I think you put him in a different system.
guy,
Tyreek's
bro.
going to still do it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't not have Tyreek in your top 10.
I'm
so
still going to have
he's
Tyreek.
definitely,
As much as I fucking hate him and as much as
I
I need
wouldn't
him
mind
to
if
leave
you had him
Miami.
above Terry, too.
Number 9, Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
Puka's a fucking dog.
Dog.
Just going to be open, going to be physical, dog.
What?
Gonna be open, gonna be physical. Sounds like I'm wrong.
Sounds like A.J. Brown.
Well, I mean, he's got him at the 9 spot, so.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
At number 10, which I think is going to be unpopular, I think there's a lot of places I could have went.
Yeah, a lot of
Pearsall.
plays.
Devontae Adams.
I thought that's where you were going to go. I think it's the right play to go.
He's
I
still
mean,
he's still super productive.
He came to
Yeah.
a quarterback that wants to give him the ball, and he was still unbelievable.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams. Honorable mentions, a little spicy, because I think I want to get ahead of this, and I think leaving next year, there are going to be 3 wide receivers that are easily going to be in that top 12 conversation.
Got to be Malik Neighbors.
JSN.
Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
I would put JSN over Garrett Wilson.
I don't hate that at all, but because DK's there, it's going to be tough, and he's in the slot.
Dude,
JSN is on
I
Ra
think
to me.
JSN is better than DK. First of all,
Yeah,
Like,
they're just so different.
Yes,
they
so
are,
different.
but
They're just so different.
yeah, obviously, but
You guys think Garrett Wilson plays for the Jets next year?
don't know.
I bought his jersey. This is a Garrett Wilson jersey, not a Devontae
Yeah,
Adams jersey.
I don't know, Pat.
And I thought it was like a no-brainer buy, where it's like, oh, you don't let your like superstar wide receiver leave.
Why would you do that?
I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe Brian Thomas and or Malik Neighbors will both be considered.
Yes.
I'd love
a
to
top
see
12
what
wide
Brian
receiver.
Thomas could do because, dude, when Trevor, like he
I don't
did this all
disagree
with
at
Mac
all.
Jones, when Trevor Lawrence, they'll
Yeah,
do
dude,
unbelievable.
they're unbelievable, both of them.
Yeah.
If Malik gets a fucking
Wide receiver is one of the only positions you can, I feel like, properly get ahead of. Like, obviously, you just had Jaden in there, but I think with a wide receiver, the fact that they both did it with shit quarterbacks is so impressive to me. So that's my top 10 quarterback. That's my top 10 wide receivers to this regular season.
There it is. There
That's
it
good.
is.
It's fun.
I liked
There
it.
it is. I think
You
I got
ranked the
another
rookies?
rankings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna get yelled at though. So I don't even know if I
Well,
want to do them.
I didn't do it to try and yell at you.
We yelled at him.
I disagree.
Yeah. Do you want me to rank like top
No,
10
I got my rookies
fast food
list.
joints?
My
Like, you
rookie
yelled
list,
at
I'm
me?
pretty happy with. I
Well,
think.
again, you got to rank all these things because like once this is over with, I'm sure things might change based off of how the postseason goes.
Yep.
Yeah, like this is gonna be. I do think you guys are gonna have a pretty hard time like debating much of this list. It's all pretty cut and dry.
All
for
right,
the
where's
rookies.
Quinyon Mitchell?
Yeah, well, we'll get there. I do have some
Cooper
defenders in
DeShane.
here.
Oh, you do?
You guys
Oh.
will laugh at the defenders part, so it'll be good. It'll be
All
good.
right, go.
All right, the season's over. Season's over. You know what that means? Adam?
That.
What does it mean, Pat?
Means that it's time to rank the top 10 rookies of the 2024 NFL season, offensive and defensive, because
Ball
we know ball.
You know ball.
I know ball.
Did you look up PFF grades for defense?
No,
No,
I
no.
did no cheating whatsoever.
Straight off the dome.
Number
Films.
1, the rookie of the year, offensive and overall for all that nonsense, Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
What a player.
Yep.
What a guy.
Dog.
Just what more can we say about him? He won 12 games with the Washington Commanders.
So nonchalant.
It's like that argument stops.
Yeah.
Moving right along. Brock Bowers, number 2.
Yep, that's the 1A, 1B.
It's got to be. He
If you
set
put
the
Brock
record
over him, I'm not mad either.
He set the record for most catches by a rookie ever, and he's a tight end.
Yeah.
Adam doesn't like it.
No. It's not that I don't like it. It's that
Is
I'm
he a
gonna
target
wait.
merchant?
I'm very curious if you are building a team out of, because I'm assuming in this top 5 will probably be
I see what you're
the
saying.
wide
is
receivers. Are you going to take
You're
Brock or are you going to take a Malik
you're
or a
so
Brian
you're
Thomas?
talking about building a team. You're saying these are the top 10 rookies that are best this year.
I'm not building a team.
Right.
This is just
Well,
like
but
if
that's
we
how
were-
my brain works.
Yeah.
It's like that's how I rank
Yeah,
things.
well,
Yeah.
you should be a GM.
I would love to be a GM.
Number 3, number 4, Malik Neighbors at 3, Brian Thomas at 4.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
So,
See, like, I think I might take
perfect.
both of those two over Brock.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I see
would.
where you're coming from. It's like, look, Brock Bowers was better at his position than Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas were at their position.
But better players.
But you might want an electric wide receiver more than you want an electric tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's also more beneficial to an offense?
Yeah.
Yep. But
But Brock Bowers just had the greatest tight end season.
And
not of all
receiving.
time, but
And receiving.
Best rookie
rookie-
best rookie receiving season ever.
Yeah.
So, and he's a tight end.
Yeah.
And he was playing for the Raiders.
All right, we get it. Yeah.
Number 5, ball knowers, Joe Alt.
Chop
Joe
Robinson.
Alt.
Joe Alt.
Love that.
Chop Robinson.
Yeah.
Should be there.
Joe Alt. Good one.
Did you cash that rookie of the year ticket? Do we think that's going to hit?
It's been one of those where I can no longer. I can't even cash out.
Yep.
Haven't been able to cash out for like 6 months.
Give you 3 cents probably.
Joe Alt's the type of pick that good organizations make when you have an elite quarterback like
Yep.
Justin Herbert.
Yep.
You go and protect his blind side. You
Yep.
bring in the best left tackle prospect, and he has over-delivered on
The
expectations.
Lions have Penei Sewell.
Yes.
Yep.
The Chargers have Joe Alt. Very similar type picks.
Yeah.
Niners
And
have
I think
Jones.
you knew he was going to be as good as he is when you saw him. Like, did you see his like when he got drafted video?
Yeah,
It was just like in like a log cabin in Minnesota. or
he's
something.
like- and
He
he's
just knew what he was about.
He just sitting there and goes,
Yes.
Thanks,
yes.
Coach.
Thanks, coach. Number 6, I have Bo Nix.
Yeah?
We believe.
I don't believe.
I believe a bit.
Drop in the fucking video of me saying he was the biggest obvious bust pick of all time. And now dropping
Not-
this video of me telling you he's the 6th best rookie of the year.
You know what's been one that I've seen
Second
go
best
around,
quarterback.
I've
Yeah.
been getting tagged on a lot is how I said Sean Payton would be fired after like
Yes.
week 6. That's been going
that's
around.
going
I've been
around.
getting
That's a
that
good
in my
one,
DMs, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But you know, Bo Nix has looked electric. He looked great this Sunday.
great.
Will he be able to beat Josh Allen and the Bills in Buffalo in the playoffs?
No, but I'll take maybe
I
Broncos
think
plus
he's-
8.5.
I think he's got a shot.
It was a
bro.
9-point spread. I'm definitely going to take him. To
I think
cover.
they got a
But
shot.
then again,
They got the defense to keep it close.
they?
got the defense.
Like
to keep it
let's like honestly like I know the Broncos have been good, but I could easily see it's like why the Broncos make the playoffs. The whole narrative, the whole discourse, as Jack would say, would be around why this is why the Bengals should have made the playoffs because it would have been a way better game. That I could feel that.
But I can see the.
Yeah, but
I can see the Broncos like.
I would love
low
it.
Key,
I'd be happy.
Like the Bills' defense since what is it week?
Been
Whatever
getting
has
chewed
not been
up.
too
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I could
And
see Bo
I
Nix
could see
put up
the,
30.
The Broncos defense is going to keep it close.
Yeah.
I'm taking the 9 points. That's for sure.
Bonita?
All right, next I have the defensive section of this. I pretended that I know ball. I looked up the best defensive rookies, and we had to get some of them in here. I haven't watched a lot of all 22 tape on these teams, on these defenses, but we got Jared Verse at 7, Quinyon Mitchell at 8, and Cooper DeJean at 9.
Is there a
Sure.
reason that you push the defensive side of the ball to the back half of the 10? Are
So-
you saying it's not as important?
No, I'm not saying it's not as important, but the first 13 or 14 picks of this draft were offensive positions.
Sure.
So the talent coming in on the defensive side of the ball this year
also
was
true.
not as high as the offensive side. And we had all these guys above them had absurd years.
I was waiting patiently.
Yes, please, Adam.
Why no Chop?
Because I wanted to say fuck you.
Cool.
Yep.
Chop was, dude, I love his celly though.
Chop's cool.
Do his celly.
Yeah.
Sick.
Stole it
It's
from
so
Jermaine
cool.
Johnson. At number 10.
His name's Chop.
Jim
I don't-
Rat of the Year.
Hold on, before you go into it.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
His name's literally
Yes.
Chop.
Makes a lot of sense. At number 10, we got Lad McConkey.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know what? Fuck the defensive players. Put him above them.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
I thought about it. But no, Lad McConkey taken in the second round, and he was one of those guys when he got drafted. Everybody was like, okay, there's no one competing with him for targets. He's got Justin Herbert throwing him the ball. He's got Jim Harbaugh as his coach.
He's gonna be sick.
He's going to be a fucking stud. And that's exactly what happened.
Dude.
You know what? Could you imagine an offense of Bo Nix, Brock Bowers, and Lad McConkey?
What?
Bo Nix didn't play for Georgia, if
Didn't
that's
play
what you were
for
getting at.
Georgia, Adam.
Did you think he was? Or?
No. We just totally went
What are you
different
going
ways.
for?
I was.
Oh, you're saying white guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that's where you're getting at.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was not a Georgia comment.
like, 'cause
but then
Lad
again, I
McConkey
thought
and Brock
about it,
played
and I
for
was like, the
Georgia.
Chargers are kind of white in general. When I think about it, Joe Alt, Lad, fucking Justin Herbert, and Jim Harbaugh, that just feels very.
Yeah, Will Disley.
Yeah.
They got
just
that big 300-pound
feels-
white fullback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Georgia.
Joey Bosa.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yep.
Georgia.
Oh
That's
my
what I was
God.
talking
Wow.
about. Those are the top 10 rookies. This is one of the best rookie classes in a while.
It's gonna go down as
So
it might go
well,
down
bro.
in the next like in the when you look back of the last decade, it might go down as like a top 3 class.
And you know who I left off this list, and I now feel bad. I left him off the list because I had to throw in some of the fucking defensive players. Bucky Irving.
Oh.
Yeah. Bucky fucking Irving.
Sorry.
Bucky's
you guys
in
both
there.
just nutted into
I think
the
that was an
microphone.
appropriate response, though. Just
Yeah.
whenever you hear the words Bucky Irving.
Yeah, he was supposed to be. He was
Do
going
you
to
want
be.
to talk about
a-
Bucky Irving for a second? 'Cause I know
Yeah,
you love him.
I picked him up. I picked him up on the toughest team I had to deal with, and boy, was he a special player. The guy just week in and week out. He might not even score a touchdown, but damn it, will he get you enough yards to be a serviceable
and
running back.
receptions.
One of the guys, I
He'll
think I
get
told
you
you
out.
guys this. One of the guys in my fantasy league has a Bucky. Drafted him in the last round in a keeper.
I'm really hoping that Rashad White isn't on the team next year, so that I can take Bucky Irving in the first round.
I don't even think it matters.
No, I know,
Dude.
but I want to take him in the first round.
I was talking to one of your boys on New Year's Eve who was telling me that he like was working out somewhere in like a sauna or something somewhere, and he was like talking to this guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm in the draft process right now, blah blah blah," and he's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "Oh, what's your name?" I go, "Bucky." So like one of your buddies,
with Bucky.
yeah, I forget which one, but he was talking about how he like met Bucky Irving, so he drafted him in fantasy this year.
That's
in the last
crazy.
round, and he's like, "Dude, it's fucking
Probably
awesome."
Hunter,
Met
shout out to
Bucky.
Hunter.
That's
Yeah,
I got one.
It was Hunter. Yeah.
I got one last game
Oh,
for
we
us
do?
to wrap up this one.
Cool.
We could be quick. But like we said, it is Black Monday today, and
Where you going?
some teams are not that bright right now. They don't have that bright of futures, you know, like, and some do.
My team doesn't.
And so I decided to rank the teams with the brightest futures
Yes.
that were eliminated from the playoffs.
Gotcha.
All right, so these are the top 10 teams.
So not the Chiefs.
No. You have to be eliminated from the playoffs to be in contention.
Oh, I have a feeling. Yeah, no, sorry. Now I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah.
Where do you? Okay, I'm curious. Are you going 1 to 10?
You want to go 1 to 10? I
Go
think
1
10 to I think 10 to 1 is kind
Actually,
of
no, this does feel
Yeah,
like
because
Like
I don't
reveal.
give a fuck about 8, 9, 10
Yeah.
when you get there at the end,
Look,
but I want to hear it now.
I could be wrong. We could debate, but these are the to me these are the
gonna-
teams still with a very bright future
I'm
that
going
were
to be waiting
eliminated.
for my team to be called.
Sure, yeah, you'll
feel like
you're
they
there.
should be number 1.
There's context.
We'll see.
At number 10, I put the Arizona Cardinals. Okay. I think you have pieces.
You are positive. Number 10, so there were, math, 18 teams eliminated from the playoffs.
Yes.
So at number 10, how, on a 1 to 10 of confidence and like brightness level, what, on 1 to 10 on brightness level, where is the number 10 team?
So I would say probably like a 4.
Okay,
4
so
and a
not
half.
very bright. Sort
No,
of dim,
right,
somewhat
but like
dim.
when everyone
Good
else is
mood
like
lighting.
below. Yes.
Good mood
Everyone
lighting.
else is really below. The
Okay.
list is at 4, 4.5. At number 9, I put the Panthers.
Well,
The
I
fact
might even
that
have them
Bryce
higher.
Young,
would
I
too.
thought about it. They have a lot of needs, but you're going to hear the teams above are
right.
probably like that makes sense to be there. But the Panthers, with the way Bryce Young played, future looks bright.
Gut check, rest of their career, CJ Stroud or Bryce Young.
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
Just organization.
They just, but they also just have the system in place. Right
just
now.
like
I just
Nico
want-
Collins.
At number
Tank
8,
Dell,
I'm still hanging on to my Carolina Panthers are going to fix Bryce Young take.
At number 8, I put the Bears.
the Bears.
You have a
That
quarterback.
seems low, yeah.
Well, you'd be
You
surprised.
get a Benny Jansen in there.
You have the quarterback. You have a wide receiver in DJ Moore. You have some other pieces. You have some pieces on the defensive side of the ball with Jalen Johnson. I think it's a very interesting position for a head coach to go in because
Feels like-
you want to work with Ryan Poles. So that's where the question mark for me is.
Feels like it should be higher though. Like when you say all that stuff, 8 seems
I saw
low.
a mock draft with Ashton Genty going to the Bears.
That'd be the most Bears shit of all time.
So Bears.
Yeah.
At number 7, I put the Seahawks.
I like how every time you're
Oh.
saying it like a question.
I got the
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
At
I think the Bears should be higher than the Seahawks.
No, because I think the Seahawks have a lot more pieces in place.
Oh,
And
I fully disagree.
with
What's
a
next
rookie.
after Geno? Like, and
Well,
what-
that's the
how long
one.
is
That's the
Geno
one
around?
big question mark. But we've seen quarterbacks in their 30s be able to play longer. So I don't see why not.
He's aging rather
Look,
well. I
a
would
rookie
say.
head coach comes in and has them win 9 games. And they almost won the division. You have JSN, you have DK, you have Charles Cross, you have other guys on the defensive side of the ball. I think they have good pieces. So I like the Seahawks' future.
The Bears have awesome pieces too.
I think it's more of a dumpster fire than you think.
I think.
You got the quarterback and a receiver. And like Jalen and some other linebackers.
Do you
And
think they fired Ryan Poles this
Montez
year? Or did they
Sweat.
say he's
I think-
firmly safe?
they would be higher if Ryan Poles was not there. I'd
Yes.
say that.
Fair.
Number 6, I put the Giants. Now I put the Giants there, and I'll tell you why.
Are they just a quarterback away? Is that what you're
I
saying?
think the Giants. You have Malik. You have the Alpha One. You have Tyrone Tracy, a good running back that we've seen,
a
been able
really
to
good
come in.
offensive line.
You have an Andrew Thomas there.
Yeah.
I don't think Evan Neal's been good whatsoever, but
Brian Burns
Evan
is
Neal was a
terrible.
big fucking draft pick, and if he could be good,
Evan
Brian
Neal's
Burns,
the worst player I've ever seen in my life. first
yes,
of all.
but like he was a highly
he's
talented
getting
prospect.
cut.
Figure it
He's
out.
getting cut.
But whatever, you have Brian Burns. You obviously have fucking Dexter Lawrence.
Kayvon
You have
Thibodeau.
pieces. You have Kayvon Thibodeau.
Bobby
you have pieces
Okereke?
there. Yes, exactly. I think the Giants have
Micah
pieces.
McFadden,
Let's keep
Hoosier.
naming
Yeah,
players.
Hoosier.
Oh, Hoosier?
middle linebacker.
So do you agree?
Yeah.
I think the Giants, if you get a quarterback in there, I think it could change
So-
drastically.
agree, but the fact that they are drafting behind the Titans and the Browns, I think they are going to have to trade up to that too.
I think they're going to have to trade up.
If the Browns aren't taking a quarterback, I think the Giants have to get Shedeur Sanders. Have to. And I think he will be a fucking superstar if he goes to the New York Giants.
He is made for the Giants, not the Jets.
No, exactly. He's made for New York. He knows how to handle the media scrutiny. He's been dealing with it for 2 years. He has the mental makeup. I think his cockiness that people don't like is a total advantage to him. I think you want that out of your quarterback.
With Malik Neighbors' attitude and everything's going to be fucking sick.
Just like that combo alone, I hope. And I'm a Jets fan. I don't hate the Giants the way I hate other New York teams and other sports. Like, I like the Giants. I rooted for them in the Super Bowls. I don't have any beef with them.
There's no animosity between Jets and Giants.
There's no animosity between the Jets and Giants, really. I would love to see Shedeur Sanders in New York. I would love to see it.
Fun.
Just because I also
Cam
know
Ward would be good, too.
He would. I think he'll go one, though. Because, like we said earlier, I don't think there's a shot in hell that Shedeur Sanders goes to the Titans. I don't think Dion would ever let that happen.
Next up, which was like somewhat unpopular, but I started thinking about it a little bit. So this is number 5.
Yeah, I saw you stewing over there over something.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to stand on it. It's the Colts. And here's why.
I don't like it.
Here's why. Here's why.
Okay.
Name one player on defense. Their defense is abysmal. It's horrible.
It's so fair. I think you have...
Name 4 players on offense.
Well, if Ryan Kelly stays healthy. But A-Rich, Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce led them in receiving yards this year. Looked good. Jonathan Taylor was back to being a top 5 running back. I don't even know if
I just wanted to say that.
But whatever. The point is, I think the Colts have a bright future because they, regardless of A-Rich is the guy, they do not have to worry about the quarterback position for another 2 to 3 years at minimum.
Talent around
so
him.
I think they will add talent around him to be able to give him a chance to succeed. Whether or not he's good, I don't know. But
I just think he sucks.
I believe
he might. He might.
Dude, you have to remember, like, this season was only his 25th start since high school.
But
again, I think that I put a lot of stock.
There's so
in
much room to
a
grow.
team not having to spend the capital around the quarterback and be able to build the trenches.
I'm just not an A-Rich guy, I guess.
4 49ers.
4. Fuck you.
Okay, I'll explain why.
No, explain.
Yeah, the Brock situation, I think you guys are a team that was obviously very injured. Debo's going to be gone. IU coming off a torn ACL. You're going to be relying on a younger guy like a Ricky Pearsall. Jawan Jennings was great. Christian McCaffrey's coming off an injury. So who is that next dominant piece that's going to come in? I would love it to be Ashton Genty. George Kittle, yes, but look, you're still 4. Like, there are teams in front that I think are good.
All right, let me be a stat hole, if you will, quick. All right, let me just look.
I want to wrap up this episode.
Okay, you don't want me to look up his game log for you from today?
Who?
You already read it. It was like 4,
I think Ricky's. I'm not saying Ricky's bad. You're 4. You have a bright future. But the fact
who do you have above them? Please move on.
Yeah, that seems so low.
It seems ridiculous to me. Do you have the Dolphins above them?
Do you know how hurt we
do you
were
have the
this
Dolphins
year?
above the
Dolphins
49ers? Okay. Neither
no,
do the Jets,
Niners.
right?
I think the Niners will be good. But the problem is
who the fuck is above them? I don't care.
Some of the
Move on.
Niners' biggest pieces are going to be gone next year.
Who's above them?
Devo sucks.
Number 3, I have the Cowboys.
Fuck you. What?
I like
Are
Dak.
you serious?
I like CD. And I like Micah. If they retain all 3, they can get younger and just start drafting a fucking way. Now, if they get Ashton Genty, they fuck it all up. But I think they were able to stay somewhat a middle-of-the-pack team with Cooper Rush, which I thought was really impressive. And I don't know what's going to happen with Mike McCarthy, but I do think the Cowboys have a real chance. Jerry Jones will probably fuck it up. But if I just look at 3 cornerstone positions, I want to say that I think the Cowboys have a bright future if they can do it the right way.
Did you have a stroke? Like, are you okay?
No.
Like, dude,
what made the Niners are going to be, there are 2 pieces that one will for sure be gone, and there's another one that, like, I don't know if he's alive. So if you take Christian McCaffrey off the fucking team and then Debo's gone, it's just a different team. I just need to see it. You're number 4.
I kind of agree with Adam.
Dick.
Number 2, it's the Bengals.
That's one I'm okay with ahead of us. I'm okay with that.
Just
build
draft,
the defense.
Draft every player on defense.
But you got to extend T again. You got to extend T.
And future is for
Shavas is not going to be a good enough second option.
It doesn't matter. You can throw anyone in the 3. The fact Jermaine Burton wasn't right. Didn't he get?
Oh, he sucks.
But he was a second.
Yeah, he just drops every ball comes. Okay.
The fact that Chase Brown.
How many years is like the future you're talking about here? Like,
I would say the next 2 years.
Okay, because I don't know if they can build that defense up enough in the next 2 years.
2-3 years, whatever.
Yeah.
And number 1, the team with the brightest future, according to Adam Tabachnik. You want to guess?
The Chiefs.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Love.
Bijan
look
Robinson,
good, bro.
Drake London, whatever the fuck Kyle Pitts ends up being. That entire offensive line, a great defense that was starting to cook and get better.
I forgot
AJ
they
Terrell and Michael fucking Penix, who looked good. If Michael Penix played the full season, I think this team runs away with the division. I think the Falcons nailed it.
Yeah.
Michael Penix looks fucking sick. They're going to be a really good team.
He's just got that dog in him. Like, he's got like quiet aura where he knows he's fucking sick and he's just going to go out there and be fucking sick.
I love that.
Like, the Falcons are a 12-win team is their floor next year.
You know what I forgot? I forgot that their safeties are Justin Simmons and Jesse Bates.
It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Dibs, officially claiming the Falcons as my team for the 2025 season when the Jets inevitably fail.
Good pull.
Congrats.
Michael Penix, Hoosier. I was born in Georgia. That's all I got.
Good for you.
Go Falcons.
How about
What do they say?
you rise up,
ATL.
I'm just going to keep doing that.
How about, Pat, can I propose something to you?
We need to wrap this episode. It's been going on.
You just stop being a Jets fan and become a Falcons fan.
No, see, I can't do that because I'm not a quitter. I'm not a loser. I have a backbone. I just
No,
like to
I'm
have a
just trying
backup
to-
plan
I'm
when things
trying
go
to-
wrong.
trying to help you.
Nah, I'll just like stay being a little miserable guy.
So, yeah.
That's our show.
Those teams, to me, have the brightest futures. Just quickly, thoughts?
Cowboys shouldn't be above the Niners.
I'm
okay with Bengals.
You guys are old.
Falcons.
You guys are old. Trent Williams old. CMC old.
Yeah, no.
Debo bum.
But he said 2
George
years
Kittle old.
Kittle old.
George Kittle. He had one. Dude, he played awesome this year.
again,
he was so good.
So did Travis Kelce last
year.
year.
Like Jalen Ramsey was amazing last year and like fell a little bit. Tyreek obviously got older. Like I was a doubter of the
Ayuk,
have a good
Ricky,
year.
Juwan.
Ayuk coming off a
ACL.
torn ACL is very different than Ayuk just being healthy.
Ayuk, Juwan, Ricky, Kittle.
Dak, CD, Micah. That's a way better core.
Ashton Genty.
Oh, you have Ashton Genty now?
Yep.
But
Sam
the,
McCaffrey.
the Cowboys also have Ashton Genty.
we have him now.
Ashton Genty, bitch.
Okay, yeah, bitch. We got Ashton Genty.
All right, well that's our show. A long one for people.
You forgot we also traded for Myles Garrett.
Congrats.
In the
And that's a
offseason,
different story.
so.
Long episode.
Good.
Yeah. just
Next
a big
week's
old
going to be a
yawn.
little bit different because there is a playoff game. The Vikings will be playing on Monday Night Football, so that will be an interesting one.
Yeah, I don't know why you're acting like anything's different. There's been a Monday Night Football every week of this season.
But
it's just
playoffs is like you would
different.
like to do a full playoff recap. you
yeah,
know? Yeah.
but then we get to do it on Wednesday.
Wednesday will be our Capeteer episode. We're going to talk playoffs strictly. We got the regular season out of the way.
Playoffs.
Quickly, before we wrap up,
boy.
one high-level thought to wrap up the regular season. Your thoughts. Pat, I'll start with you. So it could be anything. Just like regular season's now in the rearview mirror. Your Jets are over with. What are you just like, what's gut check? What's the one thing that comes to your mind?
There should be a universal bye for all teams at the same time in the middle of the year.
Like that.
Fun.
I like that.
And that's when they play the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I hate bye weeks.
No,
Bro,
they're supposed to have a
games.
bye.
I don't like bye weeks because then like some weeks you get not a lot of games. You got to deal with
Yeah.
fantasy implications. It's unfair to teams that have one in week 5. The other team has it in week 14. It's just it's a stupid system. Just everyone takes a week off. You do different activities than football on Sunday. It gives everyone gets a chance to reset. That's what I got.
That's a good idea. I think. Oh, that's good. That's good. I think college football's been better than the NFL this year.
That was
take.
between
Yep.
that and my other team.
I think college football's been far better than the NFL this year, and I've always been a college football guy, but like this year has especially,
Going a completely different route. To me, probably the most mentally exhausting season to be a fan of my team this year.
Yeah, same.
because
I checked out
You were
early,
in,
though.
and then you were so out, and then you were right back in, then you were out, and then you were right back into the very last
But
second.
the thing is, I believed so much in like they started slow, they're gonna finish fast, and they just kept being slow.
They've never been slow though. There was kind of like a light jog.
Okay, last question for the episode. Are you washing that off before you go home, or are you going to keep the face paint on?
I'm gonna do it in the to sleep with.
No, like here. Or at
I'm gonna
home?
go shower and try and get this off.
At
Yeah,
home.
get some nice hot soap
Yeah.
and water.
You need
I just
a real
like-
good soapy soap.
Yeah, I
My
need
face
to, like-
still hurts.
You got a good
so
soapy
much.
Your
soap?
face, you guys' face has subsided a little
has
bit.
a
Randy
but
has improved.
It's definitely still really red.
Still look like shit.
It's still red.
Yeah.
Anywho,
really worried the-
Oh, that was.
I'm really worried the lotion's gonna
we'll
burn.
see you on Wednesday. Sorry for the long episode. I know some people love it.
No, they love these. You're welcome.
The only ones complaining
Sorry.
are the 3
I'm
guys.
sorry.
I think this
to-
is
yeah.
over an hour. Randy, what is
Yeah,
the
it's like
time?
an hour and a
stamp?
half.
1 hour 32 minutes.
Yeah, come on.
Dude, the YouTube folks are gonna love this.
All right.
one.
Love you. We'll see you Wednesday.
Bye.